It's fucking pepper on the roads, fuck the petty crisis. I'm strapped, high like the petty prices. Time to bring it out for a petty crisis. I'm on it all the time, you ain't never like this. Marks, you ain't never like him. Whole roll on your block on a pedal bike thing. Look, it's Marks on the high thing. Niggas think I'm soft, cause I'm flying, I'm light skin. I ain't gonna fight him. Nah, I'll deep breath, line him up, blow. Nice him, not a troublemaker, but I'm always where the trouble at. Double barrel shotty on my back, I'm a duppy that. Ain't got a body on my map, but I'm riding. And when I see that nigga, like I said, I'm a nice him. I'll fry my body him. Nah, I'll deep breath.
What is wrong with all of this?
What?
I don't know if it can hear this.
I feel to reply to Lin Me.
It's fucking pepper on the roads, fuck the petty crisis. I'm strapped, high like the petty prices. Time to bring it out for a petty crisis. I'm on it all the time, you ain't never like this. Marks, you ain't never like him. Whole roll on your block on a pedal bike thing. Look, it's Marks on the high thing. Niggas think I'm soft, cause I'm flying, I'm light skin. I ain't gonna fight him. Nah, I'll deep breath, line him up, blow. Nice him, not a troublemaker, but I'm always where the trouble at. Double barrel shotty on my back, I'm a duppy that. Ain't got a body on my map, but I'm riding. And when I see that nigga, like I said, I'm a nice him. I'll fry him, leave the pussy slumped on the floor, looking like he got struck by lightning. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Alright, this is epic shit. It's your boy.
What is it? 3rd of November. Good morning, people. Happy Friday. It's the 3rd of November. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And you are absolutely hosted by the best. You've got superstars in this room. Okay, let's introduce ourselves.
It's your boy, 6'4" plus a pure temptation. Big Moss from the east side of the bridge. You already know what it is, people. It's my day. Friday.
Period. Like you're in orange and everything. Shining bright. Love it. Your shade queen, Mountain Royalty.
It's your girl, Justine, representing the black queens in the fitness scene.
That's right.
Mrs. Killy for you.
Period.
My man.
I've never been in charges. Ever. Never, ever.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst. And of course, the melanin is jam-packed.
Always, man. Always. Monks, how are you doing this morning?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I mean, my phone's jumping a bit, but...
But you should be used to that by now, though.
my phone's jumping
I
like
feel like that's been your week.
Yeah.
It's been a week for you.
Sorry.
Are you playing your man's?
I'm going on YouTube.
I thought it was a man's video.
I suppose it's better to change, innit? Because usually when my phone's going wild like that, they're trying to cook me for something I've said.
Yes, to be fair. But you've had a mixture this week. Started the week getting cooked.
That's about balance.
100%. Exactly, that's right. And then yesterday, of course, we saw you in a superstar mode.
Just working, man. This Sunday, man. Watch when it drops, man. GRM Radio outside.
Right. Love it.
Are we like all going to come round and like watch?
Like a watch party. At yours, Gina, because you're the wife.
We can make it happen.
There we go.
Yeah, you got to film that, though.
Do it live.
No, literally.
And tag Marv.
See, that's what I'm saying. You should tag Marv, Esther. Look what you're starting. Look at what you're
Do you
starting.
know what's so funny though? Because I went to I went to poetry night yesterday. I'll speak about it in a second. But when I saw the video and I was with Brent, I was like, oh, like Marg's thing is coming out. This is Brent. Have you tagged Gina? I said, first of all, I got some Gina story.
Like,
But
she
she
said, I got it from
She's
Gina's
staying on
story.
business.
Don't
Don't play
play
that.
And someone
Don't
was
play
like,
that.
look at you supporting your work husband. I was like, yeah.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
No, that's not. The response has been good to it though. So
No, it looks like I'm really excited to watch the full thing.
yeah, man, big up Posty, man. You drew me out, man. I know the email's onto me.
Email wants you to return, innit?
He's like, I'm confusing the people.
The man said down the story in 4K.
It's not. It's a legacy thing though, innit? If I was making me new music, I could understand. But like, that's just some old shit, innit? Posty was like, bro, I'm doing something. It's like, like a tiny desk kind of thing. The composers are involved. High level production. He's like, I want you to do it. And I was like, He's like, come on, kiddie, man. You got to, like, I need you to step out. So I was like, you know what? Just dust off my mic.
So when did you record this?
I done that months ago, man. I done it in like August.
it was August.
August, isn't it?
Yeah, it was
I done it in
August,
like
yeah.
August.
Did you know it was coming out? Well, the clips yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been thinking me. They pushed me back. They're supposed to be doing. I was supposed to come out in October,
Okay.
and they'd be pushing me back. I think they pushed me back for like Rimsey or something. I was like, alright, safe.
You're so
You're
dumb.
just so.
What?
You're just so. There's no other words. You're just so.
That's what they did. I was like, alright, no problem.
But the same day you was telling people I ain't coming back.
Do you know what's ironic?
I hope you understand.
That's so funny.
What I'm going to be clipping up.
What's that?
I thought that was perfect.
Oh, me
coming out.
doing
Yeah, he
that.
said, I'm
innit?
never
Exactly, innit?
doing this stuff. Asking,
I was-
leave me alone.
Perfect.
I was confused. I was confused.
Yeah.
Literally, in his finest silk.
Listen,
Well, it couldn't have worked out better for you then, Brent.
100%.
No, man, but it's lit though, man. Hopefully, we'll see what it's like on Sunday.
yeah, I think it's been sick.
But you know, like you say, yeah, them like type of legacy shows, yeah, projects, yeah. What if, like, would you consider doing like a 10-track, like, project of your old stuff like this live?
Ooh.
Yeah. I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem performing.
Okay.
Remember, all I need is a stage guard.
Sorry.
I would laugh. No, because it's Bobby Brown. Sorry. It's made me laugh.
You know.
But here's what I'm saying.
Yeah, everything's funny now. Yeah.
Oh, look at them. Imagine. They're playing our face. Imagine.
Yeah, I wouldn't have no problems like performing and shit. It's just whether I'm ready to create new music yet. That's really the issue.
Okay,
That was
okay.
fun though, man. I can't even lie. That was fun. It was enjoyable.
You know, you had a great time, which is
You know,
good.
it was dope to film. It felt good doing it.
It sounds fresh. It sounds up to date. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Modern, live instrumentation. Yeah, it was sick, man. I felt the energy.
Then I do
Yeah.
it. I don't skip a beat. Like I perform it. Like there's like I'm straight. You know what I'm trying to say? I was surprised I could still do that shit. Been years, you know. Man's old blood.
No blood.
Sounded old saying that.
Yeah, no, it was lit though, man.
That's good. I love that for you, man. What was it, Brent? Brent said something yesterday about when we were talking about like music, all that kind of stuff, and it was like, yeah, like it's only really the beginning for you.
Yeah, man.
But it really is, because I see you in different spaces doing different things, and in every different space, it's a different level of marks. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
And it's sick. Sick, man.
I'm like an onion, isn't it? It's layers, just pay you back, pay them back, and make
There you
people
have
start
it.
crying.
See, you had to ruin it.
That's
Tears of joy.
Tears of joy.
Tears of
you
joy.
see?
I'm yet to cry those, please. It's not happening yet, so you know.
Because I know the other ones. Oh yeah, but yeah, I went to something on my list I've always wanted to do. Pole fitness is next, we need to sort that out.
Honestly, I'm ready.
What do you do?
I'm ready.
Okay, we'll talk about it. But I've always wanted to go to like a poetry night, like a spoken word type event. I went to my first one yesterday. It's very interesting. So it was with Silly Breaks. He's
Okay.
a sick spoken word artist. But I actually knew him as a writer more than a spoken word. So I didn't really know what I was walking into. And there's some other people that were there as well that performed and stuff. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it.
I don't think I'm. I don't know
Yeah.
how to explain what I'm trying to say. I don't think I'm thingy enough to get it. Do you get what I mean?
Well, like,
What, cultured enough?
Yeah, I just feel like
Why?
I'd be there. I don't know. Like, it's like whenever I watch poetry online or like
Yeah.
people do it, I don't.
You don't get it?
It doesn't.
okay,
It's
it
not
doesn't
the-
speak to you.
It don't
kind of
speak
thing.
to me or
I
penetrate.
get
Do
you.
you know what I mean? That's what I mean. So I don't think I'm. I don't know what word I'm looking for.
But I know what you
I think
mean.
it depends on the artist though, on the poet.
Mm.
Yeah, because some people obviously they're just talking about some stuff no one cares about. But yeah, it depends on the person, man. Imagine Marx's Marx's bars, right, with no music, said slowly.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's in the poetry flow, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really, really good. man.
Fly and I'm light skinned.
Yeah.
I'm a nice sim.
Nah.
And everyone,
I was so done. You should try it though.
Can you imagine?
That's mad.
That'd be sick. But no, but I feel like the next one I'm gonna go to is like, you know, the jazz ones, the jazz
Open
cafe.
the door,
vibe.
close the door.
I am so confused. That's
Last.
that
That is why.
that's what I'm trying to be at.
exactly.
That was the first poem I ever knew. But yeah, that's what I'm trying
Literally.
to get. But I really enjoyed it, man. It was really, really cool. Ben, what did you think about it?
Yeah, I thought it was nice, man.
Of course you did.
But I'm hearing you saying that you not sure if it is you could get into it. I think you need to sit through one of them. You probably have a picture in your mind as to how it is and how it's delivered and whatnot. Everybody has their own little style of delivering it. And the first guy, Esther, I'm not sure if it is that you liked.
I
his-
really like. He was my after Silly, of course. He was my favorite.
How about the Nigerian guy who looked a
Yeah, I
bit
didn't really like
uneasy when
his.
he came on stage? You may have liked that because of
Yeah.
delivery. The style of delivery was very, very interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah. But it's not just what you think it is.
Yeah, it's very diverse. You just don't know because even the white girl came on.
Yes.
And she has hers, but with music as well. Like she's playing the guitar. So the other guys, there was someone playing the guitar, and then there was someone playing like a piano for them. But with this girl, she actually plays guitar herself, and she sings whilst doing it as well. It's really cool. It was really, really cool.
And half the time it's like they're just having a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm open
Because
though.
I was like, how did you guys write these and memorize it? Because even the first guy, he was like, oh, what should I do next? I said, what do you mean, what should you do next? What did you practice to do next? But he knew it, and they just went with it.
I guess it's like being
really
an
cool.
artist though. Like when you have
That's
songs,
true,
you
actually.
have to learn the lyrics and stuff in it. So
That's true, actually. That's the
Yeah.
word.
Because you definitely go to a concert, right? And you will hear the rapper say, all right, strip the music. And then he just delivers it. That's kind of like how one person's style would be.
okay.
Yeah. But that RIP piece, I told Sully, you need to send me that recording.
Yeah, that was really good.
RIP one?
Yeah, that was
special.
sick.
That was very, very
That was sick. That was really. I feel like Iman would like that.
Oh, he definitely would.
You really like that one.
Definitely.
It was the wordplay, all of it was really, really sick. I really enjoyed it, man. Really enjoyed it. So I'll let you guys know when I go to another one. That's more like, open the door, close the door kind of vibe.
I'm open.
It was fun. Yeah.
Oh, E-Man.
Oh yes, please.
I ate a
Address
vegan
this.
meal yesterday.
I knew there was something different about you.
Like a full-blown vegan meal.
Where'd you go?
Where's the picture?
I was, you know what? I was gonna, but I was too busy consuming.
What?
Was that good?
It was that good?
I guess so. I was
Tell me what you
starving.
had, because that's what shocked me. Go on.
It wasn't. I don't.
It wasn't
think
a vegan snack.
It wasn't a vegan peppered steak or something like this.
Imagine.
There was like
A whole steak.
You know what it is?
But in vegan.
It's one thing though, because it's expensive. They charged me like £17, and not animals was harmed in the making of the meal. That's crazy.
That vegetables.
If I pay that kind of money, I need a dead cow or something. I need blood on my hands for that kind of bread. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I hear it.
It was like there was like some fritters. I'm not even sure what the makeup of the fritters was, and some plantain, some rice and peas, and then like they had like some pumpkin, but it was like curry. It was like supposed to be like, I don't know if it was equivalent to like curry chicken, but it was pumpkin.
Yeah.
It was Beanos' fault. I was like, man got me eating pumpkin. I ain't never ate no brass clout pumpkin in my life. I don't understand what he's doing. Anyway, I'm not a pumpkin soup man and all that, but that was cool. And then there was like some wheat meat thing. I don't
That's
know, like-
Satan.
Huh?
Satan.
Is that what, Satan?
Yeah.
Seitan.
What devil thing?
No.
No.
It's too late now, it's in you.
Like some sweet and sour joint. And then I think I probably did have the vegan pepper steak as well, and then some coleslaw, some cabbage and thing like just some Caribbean food. Like. Essentially, it just tastes like Caribbean food because you're cooking with the same flavors and stuff in it. You like the seasoning and
What was
and
pepper
whatever.
steak made of?
I don't know, man.
Could have been tofu. What do you make? What do you
There
guys
was even
make
some
steak
chickpeas.
of?
I think I ate chickpeas yesterday.
Oh, I remember
I'm
you-
not
you've
a
been swearing
chickpeas
off
man.
them.
I don't like them, but it's all like my stuff. I don't. To be honest with you, flavors was good. It was good.
I mean, for
be
you to
honest.
forget to take a video or picture, it must have been very good.
That's what I'm saying.
It means it's dime. You're really hungry though.
I was.
Yeah, that doesn't really count. Because when you're really hungry, you know, when you're really hungry, you eat anything.
But sometimes you
No,
can.
but you know,
'cause
I'm
I'm picking with
skeptic. I
food,
can't. I would love to sit here and cuss it and diss it, but I can't have a bad word to say about it.
Let me be
Yeah, I
honest.
think I'm
yeah.
gonna have to try this myself.
I think with vegan food, yeah, it's the effort in it. Into making the food. Because you can have vegan food that slaps. So you've been vegan for how many years?
About 6 or 7.
Did you ever go to a place in Shoreditch called Cook Daily?
No.
So there's this guy, he's from Laos. And I used to train with him like back in the day when I was part of Shaka's cult. Let's not talk about that. And
You've lived.
literally, girl, I've lived.
The cult.
And he was vegan, but he was friends with like all Jamie, all of that, like them lot, right? And he opened up a shop in Shoreditch, Box Park.
Okay.
And it was vegan, but it was like vegan Caribbean. So I used to go there and get Caribbean food, but it was vegan, like fully. And it was jerk chicken. You'd have dumplings, right? Like it fully tasted like Caribbean food.
What's the chicken made of there?
And it was like shredded chicken. I think it was either
Okay.
They might
tofu.
use tofu or seitan.
tofu
So you
or
see
like,
your steak yesterday, was it a piece of steak or was it like shredded steak?
It was like chopped up little bits.
Yeah, see,
like-
that's what it's called. When I think of steak and I think of chicken, I'm thinking of it how you get it into
Yeah,
like
so it
a
won't
piece.
look, it won't, no, it
So I'm
won't.
like, isn't that a bit? That would make me realize that what I'm eating is not meat.
Yeah, no. So it's
Okay,
more like
shredded.
It's shredded or whatever.
Okay,
Funny you say that though. There's a place called it's in Aldgate, Unity Diner or something. Yeah,
okay.
literally they'll bring out like a steak. Well, vegan.
A
Steak.
vegan steak.
Yeah, and like when you chop into it and everything, like the actual texture, everything about it looks like proper meat.
I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to try this.
I might. You know what? I might have a picture. I'm share it to you.
Okay, yes, please.
I don't talk to these people, man. They gotta work on their promotion because I'm typing vegan takeaway Bethnal Green and it's not coming up, and it needs to come up because
To work on the marketing team.
yeah, they need to fix up because this don't make no sense. What are they doing?
Let me quickly just elaborate on the cult thing.
Yeah, you might want to
because-
get into that. You can't just leave that in the
what?
air.
No, so obviously everybody knows who Shaka Bars is, right? You don't know who Shaka Bars is?
You don't. You know.
You
see-
know
I think you spoke about it
Shaka,
before.
the fruit
Alright.
guy, man.
Light skin.
Oh,
I
yeah.
found it. I found Instagram. It's called Vital Foods.
Let me write it. Let me find
Okay.
it.
Vital- okay.
It's called Vital Foods. It's Caribbean. To be honest with you, I'm not saying I don't think they can convert me, but if I'm gonna eat vegan food, it's got to be Caribbean drip. It can't be nothing else.
I'd have a. I have a.
It's got to be it's
Thingy.
Vital Foods. It's
Oh,
The
proper.
Z,
Bethnal
right?
Green. I've seen
Yeah.
it.
Hmm?
This place, isn't it?
Okay, this looks nice.
Yeah, no, it's proper big
The
drip.
sweet and sour whole wheat meat.
That is Leng. That's what I had.
That looks
Sweet and
nice.
sour wheat meat.
Yeah, that is Leng. That is like again, it's just the flavors. I
I
suppose.
might
isn't
try
it?
this, you know.
And the
But
textures.
I'm hungry this morning, so.
The textures of the wheat meat is like basically they use that to make the chicken, to make steak and all that type of
Okay,
stuff.
so it's like a sweet and sour
It's
chicken.
high in protein as well. It's good for you, man.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I can't knock it, man. I can't knock it. I'll go back. I'm gonna go back.
The thing is, I know that I would have no problem being vegan. I just have to have a private chef. I'm not doing it myself. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's the effort.
Well, in my
Even
mind,
normal
I
meat,
just,
I'm barely cooking it.
well, the
So-
second I consumed it, I was just thinking I could do this myself. You know what I'm trying to say? But I just don't know if
But you wouldn't-
my Dutch pot might be allergic to vegan. Do you get what I mean? It might not slap the same way. I don't know.
But that's the thing, though, because I feel like if you're not a vegan, there must be something that will have to actually carry you and possess you to actually make vegan meal when the chickens are right there.
That's true.
I will end up just picking up the chicken, so I'd have to only eat out. I'm gonna try this actually.
But if it's genuinely healthier or something, I don't know. Then why
Is
not?
it though?
Why not? I know that's the thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's up in the air, man. Because I think sometimes people assume that vegan food is healthy,
Yeah.
but a lot of vegans eat unhealthily, and people say that
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
because not everyone sits down to actually make a meal that's got all the nutrients and all the vitamins and all the
And isn't all the
vegetables
fake,
should
isn't
have.
all the fake
100%.
stuff like bad essentially?
Exactly.
Because
This
it's
is it.
processed, right?
Exactly.
It's the same as
Exactly.
eating processed food.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you're
so
gonna
you're-
be my cult story.
Yeah, you can't.
No, so basically,
That's actually the meal that I had, I believe.
How was it? Sorry, Gina.
All the stuff in it. Sorry to cut you.
Well, that looks nice. The fritters looks nice. That looks nice. I'll try that. I'm gonna go. I'll visit them. I'm gonna save it. So, how did you get in a cult?
no, it's only now upon reflection that you
You realise,
it's
hindsight.
a cult. So Shaka, how I met him is he used to train in it. We all used to train, and he had a
Yeah.
group called Spartan Fam, and it was in Shoreditch. And we used to train twice a week in Shoreditch. But the reason why I say it's cult-like is just because if you was in it, you'd know what I mean. Like, it was very intense. Like,
Yeah.
there were so many rules and regulations and like things that you couldn't do. Like,
What?
like for example, he was anti-gyms, so you couldn't train in a gym. Like,
So you guys train
we trained
outside?
outside. Rain,
Even in winter?
snow, sis. I would be running up and down Shoreditch High Street in the rain.
Is he anti-gyms because it's anti-establishment or something? As
He
in
was
the
just
man.
he was anti-corporations, anti
Oh,
like all that
gosh.
stuff in it. So
I was first red
everything
flag.
was like outdoor stuff, right?
Okay.
Like you couldn't
Nature.
You couldn't tag a gym in your Instagram post and being associated with.
He must be
Spartans, fam.
shaking his boots seeing you with Gymshark now.
No, but he was. Do you know what I mean? He was
He must be
very.
passing out.
He was very intense. And obviously, at the time when I met him, he was pescatarian. Then he became vegan. Oh, when he became vegan.
Yo, all of you supposed to be vegan.
Like, we used to go and eat after training, but we had to go to like vegan like restaurants and stuff. And then like he'd say stuff to me like, "Oh sis, when are you gonna become vegan so I can post you on my Instagram?" Like he refused. He
What
wouldn't-
you had? That was a rite of passage.
If you wasn't vegan, he
ain't
wouldn't
making a
promote
gram.
you or
I
push
think that's
you.
what annoys people about vegans is that when they go vegan,
He
that
just became-
becomes their whole personality.
Yeah, and then it just
Like-
became.
What
To
I'm
be fair,
saying.
man, you're the calmest vegan I've ever met.
Yeah.
That's facts.
You,
know,
are, because everybody else, they're like, "Oh, my panty's vegan. My knickers are vegan." Shut up and put some leather on, will you? Shut up.
He's partly embarrassed to be Nigerian and vegan.
That's
why he doesn't
impossible.
shout about it.
I don't know what you're gonna do in Nigeria though.
I think it's
He eats
fine, you
meat when he
know.
goes to Nigeria because it's clean.
Do you eat fish when you go to Nigeria?
No, the first time I did. So, because when I was making the transition, well, I didn't really have a transition. I just became right. No, because my whole thing was about basically eating healthy, this, that, and the third,
Okay.
innit? And I thought, when I'm back home, when
Yeah.
they're not pumping the cows with injections,
That's
and all
true,
that,
actually.
I will eat meat back home. But here in the West,
Starving cows.
pure vegan. So the first time, I think it was like in the first year of second year, something like that. When I went back home, I had like fish and all that type of stuff.
Okay. Do you have suya?
No, I don't think I did. You know.
Because I feel like being vegan, and that's my thing as well. If I was to be vegan, and then one day I'm craving a young suya, now I have suya, guess what? Now I'm throwing up. Don't be stupid.
Yeah,
You used to eat this. You've eaten this for years. Don't act all brand new on what you grew up on, kind of thing.
But your body starts to filter out like the nonsense, basically. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want that.
Soya's not.
I like
soya's
all the
just-
nonsense.
You don't even know where that meat's come from.
Cows.
Sometimes.
Doesn't matter.
Sometimes.
It's
Cows,
fine.
man.
Yeah, but the parts of the cow and
That's all right. People eat cow foot. I'm all right in
Feta
the
potato.
steak part of the cow. But yeah, so he became vegan.
Yeah, and it just became very intense and very like cultish. Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just a lot.
How did
But
you get
anyway,
out?
How did I get out? I just.
Because I'm trying to remember, like, when did you clock? Yeah, this thing.
No, the thing is, a lot
saying
of us
it.
now, because
Yeah.
obviously I made loads of friends there,
Yeah.
and we're still all kind of connected. And we, whenever we see each other, we laugh about how we were in a cult. Like we laugh about it now because we realized that we were not brainwashed, but like we literally listened to everything he said. Like
So
he was like,
funny.
I'm not even joking. It's pathetic thinking about it, but it's like it was when I was very like I just got into fitness and I found a community. And remember, my friends weren't into
Okay,
fitness
yeah,
at all.
so that you found a
I found a
community.
community of people who were really into training and lived and breathed and was as obsessive as I was. So I just gravitated towards them. So it was like, yes, Shaka, no Shaka. 3 bags full Shaka. Like now, upon reflection, I'm like, girl, if you
Stand
don't.
up.
But did he know what he was talking about though? That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Because it's given
the
alkaline
thing is,
diet.
let me be honest, yeah.
It's giving alkaline
he's
No,
diet.
let me be
that kinda-
honest. He hasn't changed from, and I'm talking, when did I join? 2012,
Okay.
2013. 10 years later, he still is who he is.
Yeah, because every time I seen him like on the gram or whatnot, eating fruit all the time,
He's the
healthy.
He is the same person that he was before. I
There you
think
go.
obviously now he's just a bit more hyper. Yeah, and it's just yeah, and a lot of people don't like him, and I get it.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't he the guy who during the pandemic he was saying eat fruit and then beat COVID? And he was
He's
eating his mango.
I don't know if he said he I don't know.
light
I
skin,
don't
big afro.
light skin guy, big afro.
Yeah, and he was in a different country.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, he's
yeah,
never
something.
here. Like, and I always randomly see him in Ghana sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't know if he said he beat COVID. But the whole fruit thing.
Eat fruit beat COVID, and he would then bite into the fruit.
Yeah, but the thing that made me laugh is like the whole fruit thing became very like sexual. You know when you see,
Precisely.
yeah, and it's like you're topless and you're eating fruit in a very sexual manner, and it's like put some damn clothes on. And
Oh, moving like a
Damn
Marian's
fruit.
brother.
Eating the passion
Yeah.
fruit and moving strange.
all that
and
kind of stuff. Like, and it's
Yeah.
like, but he had like a fruit company that he was.
Promoting.
Don't clip this up, please, because I haven't got the energy, Brent.
No, the cult will come after you.
I haven't got the energy for anybody to.
You have protections.
It's true, innit?
Keep whatever.
My right hand man.
Period. We'll speak on it. I mean, he's got his worries that he's fighting against every day, but
Literally.
that's crazy, man. That's so interesting.
I don't know if it is. I'll ever go vegan. I would eat food that is vegan.
Yes, I think that's my thing.
I never.
I would do a sprinkle of veganism. Kind of like when I was pescatarian. I was pescatarian, but I had a bit of chicken wings here and there. Kind of vibe.
No, like
I would do
flexing
that.
it.
Just
Flexitarian, girl.
there you have it. Flexitarians. I could do that.
Just pick whatever vibe you're.
Whatever vibe I'm feeling today, let's go for it.
Do you feel like you guys eat certain foods that you know you shouldn't eat?
Mine is more snacks.
Okay.
Like when I'm having Oreos, I love Oreos so much. I want to be an Oreo. But when I'm
So
having
do
that,
I, man. Oh my
Gosh,
gosh. If you was to
Gina.
cut them open, I'd bleed them.
oh, I
And they're
love
vegan.
Oreos so
Don't annoy
much.
me. They're vegan, so technically I'm a vegan.
There you have it.
I stay away from the Oreos.
I love Oreos so
I
like with all my heart.
the double cream ones.
I feel like that's too much
I'm
for
not,
me.
Yeah, I don't like cream like
I got
that.
sweet
I feel like that's
tooth,
the
man.
greed the Bible speaks of. That's
Telling
too
you.
much.
Just so I don't have it.
The ratio to the biscuit to the cream
It's
is just not ratio.
perfect. No, is that the normal one?
Yeah, I like the normal one because
I
the
like
ratio is perfect.
When I used to drink cow's milk, many moons ago. So I remember when I went to America. First time I went to America was like just before I went to uni, right? And I went, and obviously Oreos wasn't big over here back then. Like we didn't really have them, and
yeah.
that's when I first
I would have
the
been
box-
to it.
no.
My
You
suitcase
know
would
the
be
boxes
filled.
I bought back?
Yes.
Then in uni, I used to just have it with milk. You know how the Americans like
Oh yeah,
cookies
they
and
dip
milk?
it cookies
Yeah,
and
yeah,
milk.
I literally would sit there and have full fat cow's milk.
With full
Oreos.
fat vegan,
Full fat.
full fat Oreos.
Blue cap. And the Oreos. And it was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, Oreos are divine, man. It's just, oh gosh, best things ever. But yeah, so that's when I think unhealthy, when I'm eating snacks and stuff. But other than that, meals and stuff, oh, my life's about balance.
What you say is like, do you know what I think it is? It's like she said, it's balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
But there's nothing I eat and think, oh, I should. I think it's more like dairy.
Okay.
Like, I know that certain things my stomach is gonna. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta risk it for a chocolate biscuit and cancel your plans.
There you have it.
Okay, more so, do you feel like there's certain things you eat that you know your life will be better if you cut down on?
No. You're trying to get us to say meat?
Some people
No,
might say,
I'm just asking. No, because a lot of people like tend to say red meat.
Oh, no.
"Oh,
I
I'm
wish I
not a
could
red,
cut
but
down
I'm not a red
and
meat
da-da-da.
connoisseur."
Yeah, I don't.
though.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I eat that randomly.
Yeah, I don't eat
Okay.
red meat that often, so that's why
Yeah.
it's not a thing for me.
I'm a liar. When I eat F4, I do. But that's it. I don't eat certain things. Yeah, I don't eat that much, to be honest.
Okay.
Even when my mom makes imashi, for example, I have it just the one serving and that's it. Because I'm aware that that's a lot of meat. I'm more of a. I like fish, chicken, but more. I would say more fish.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and change my diet and just try and eat more healthily, man. They did some studies saying that if you eat red meat even up to like 2 times a week, even it's probably like too much.
Really?
You get me?
It's because it takes so long to digest, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And it's just the stuff they put into it, man.
But then it's the same with chicken.
Yeah.
I mean,
All the growth hormones.
That's what I'm saying.
This is why I'm saying you
I'm
might as well
getting
just eat
sweet tonight.
air. Like,
I
plants.
thought you was going somewhere else.
no.
When you said air, I was like, nah.
Emphasis as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, no, the silence was definitely because I was like,
That's-
Everyone
like the
quiet.
point.
I said air, not ass. Okay.
I said, what the
That's
hell?
how you took me out. I was thinking, oh, she wifey for real.
What, you like in your Aussie?
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
I was so done. But
That's so funny.
I'm saying, I feel
Next.
like basically,
Sorry, is that a deal breaker?
is that a what? A deal breaker?
Is that ick for you?
It's not an ick. It's just.
It's like, why you want to go with that verse?
It's like, I always, do you know what it is? I always find people's like sexual kinks and stuff very interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, okay,
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Sorry, is this correct? What Gina just is saying?
What happened?
Told her that eating pork is like eating pussy.
No.
What?
Eating
The
pus.
hell?
You have to. There's no Y there, man. Pus.
Oh, sorry.
Pus. Because
Now, what made you go with that first? What the hell?
there's loads of like passing pork, isn't it?
Oh, ew.
It's a terrible thing you people eat. But, I'll pray for you guys.
It's all right.
It's sweet.
It's
It's
nice
sweet. It's
though.
sweet though. Sweetest
I'm
meat
not
in the
gonna
land.
That's the thing, but I'll be
I'm
honest,
not gonna
every time
lie.
you bring up this kind of conversations, all I'm going to say is who's got the most sick leave? Who's had the most sick leave on the damn show? Sir, you are in the lead. I want to get you.
all those fruits and leaves.
Okay. Okay, well, let's get into our headlines. Yeah, I bet.
All right.
When the music plays, it's silent, right?
Yeah.
I ain't scared. I'm just checking. Just checking, you know.
All right, so our first headline here. Anthony Blinken has arrived in Israel this morning as he prepared to urge Benjamin Netanyahu to accept humanitarian pauses in fighting. It's the second time that he's visited the country since Hamas launched its attack on the 7th of October. Mr. Blinken said yesterday that he would discuss concrete steps to minimize harm to civilians in Gaza with the Israeli Prime Minister. Securing the release of more than 200 hostages kidnapped by Hamas will be another topic on the trip, Mr. Blinken said. The White House, meanwhile, said any pauses in fighting should be temporary and localized, and insisted that they would not stop Israel defending itself. Is Israel defending itself? Is Hamas attacking though?
No.
Or is it like, you know what I mean?
I think they're preempting attacks
for real.
with people that they're just living in gravel at the moment, but they're preempting attacks that haven't happened, but they're preempting every second of the day. Type of vibe.
Just walking around with bloody umbrellas and just in the summer. Just in
Crazy.
case. Anyway, so our next headline. Palestine supporters have been marching in London every Saturday since Hamas attacked Israel on October 7th, and the IDF responded with a bombardment of Gaza. The aim of the march is officially to call for a ceasefire, right? But some of the attendees, which have attracted hundreds of thousands of people, have sparked controversy with various calls for jihad and intifada, as well as the singing of a allegedly violently anti-Semitic chant last Saturday. The marches, which have passed through central London, have come close to the Cenotaph, which is the main memorial to British people and citizens of the British Empire who died in the First and Second World War. Protests are set to be staged again this Saturday in London across the UK. Another protest is planned in London on Saturday, November 11th, which is Armistice Day, the anniversary of the end of the First World War. Armistice Day is traditionally a day of quiet remembrance, with services held to commemorate the people who gave their lives for freedom, peace, and things of that nature in the two wars. A 2-minute silence is held each year at 11 a.m. in honor of those who died. Basically, people are upset. I've seen online that people are upset talking about because they kind of just seeing this pro-Palestine thing as a left-wing organization that's come together and just cause trouble. And they're saying, why are you guys doing this on Armistice Day? You know, certain things with the British, they don't like to play. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is one of them. So a lot of people are thinking that if these people go ahead with this, especially if they go and mess up certain places, go to certain areas, and are not silent during the 2-minute silence, it's going to kind of ruffle some feathers and whatnot. But yeah, we'll see. But to be fair, a lot of pro-Palestine organisers are saying that they're not going to be messing with that, innit? Keep it separate. Anyway, our last headline. The US has intelligence, apparently, that the Syrian president, Bashar al-Assad, has agreed to provide the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah with a Russian-made missile defense system. It's according to two people who are familiar with the intelligence. The Russian mercenary organization Wagner Group, which operates in Syria, has been tasked with carrying out the delivery of the surface-to-air SA-22 missile system. It's not clear whether it has already been delivered or how close it is to delivery, but the system was originally provided by Russia for use by the Syrian government, that's according to sources. One of the sources said that the US had been monitoring the recent movement of the system, which is also known as a pantsir. The other source said that the US assessment was based partly on intelligence obtained about discussions among Assad, Wagner, and Hezbollah about the delivery of this system. The Wall Street Journal previously reported that Wagner may provide the system to Hezbollah. The President Assad's role has not been previously reported, so this is kind of new as well. It seems like a lot of people are trying to get involved in this, man. Again, I think the best thing is just everyone's just call for a ceasefire, man, put an end to this madness. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the headlines.
Right, it's a juicy one, so let's get into what you say in topic of the day.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day. They stopped recording. I put a poll up yesterday. I'm gonna, share the results later. But yeah, it's basically about the talking stages that everyone tends to talk about every now and again. Comes up on the timeline every 2 days.
Which is a scam.
And this is based off a great discussion between Master Marga here
Here we go.
and a female that he was allegedly on a date.
And a woman.
He was not there, it was AI.
Hello. And a woman.
And a woman.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Because she's a female what? A woman.
Oh, sorry. Ain't it
There
the
we
same
go.
thing though?
No, it's not.
Oh.
You know
Could
how
be a female goat, it could be a female dog, it could be a female anything. Female is endless. A woman is human.
Pardon me. And a woman. Allegedly, again, he was not there. Anyway. So
you doing your friend's work.
so yeah, Brent, if you don't mind, can you play the clip, please? Yeah. It's to provide context for this conversation.
We do be needing those.
Here they go, cooking me again.
I don't have sex out of relationships.
How do you get into the relationship?
Through conversation, through getting to know someone.
And then you don't try before you buy?
I don't try before I buy.
We're getting to know each other, yeah?
Yeah.
I want to put all my intention into you. But after a while, once we're talking to each other, you got a duty of care to look after me. You know what I'm trying to say? That I've got needs and stuff.
100%. I believe that.
Exactly.
I have got a duty of care to look after you
Yeah, so
when
if
you're
you're
my
not-
man.
How do we get there?
Through
So are you
maintaining a healthy relationship together.
So before we're in a relationship and we're just talking
Yeah.
and just dating and stuff,
Yeah.
are you cool with me sleeping with other people?
Absolutely not.
So you want me to go on a quest of celibacy while I get to know you?
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
It's just showing your loyalties and your commitment.
Why do I need to be
And
loyal
it's
to you? I don't
bad.
even know you like that. We're getting to know you.
Yeah, because you want to make it something. You're trying to pursue something with me.
There's no jeopardy there. So if you gave me something, that would make me
Want to stay.
No, not want to stay, but take away the distractions. Forget about
But
everybody
this is
else.
what I mean. Mentally train yourself
Sam's got a
to not
ego.
be distracted so that you can focus on one person
But
and
I-
maintain your energy there and loyalties whilst you get to know them.
But I want to have sex.
Yes, so graft
then I
for
can hear
it.
it. But man,
Nothing
don't already
eat-
slam it up.
Wait.
no,
But don't you
no.
always say, if you know better, you do better?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So who's to say that?
So here we go. She's
Don't tell again.
Mic drop. Mike is dropped, babes.
All right.
So,
So
Gina's here today, so as you were.
I guess the first question is, what do you guys think about the opinions expressed in this video?
I get what she's saying.
100%.
Like I understand it. Do you know why?
Brent, stop it.
Let me explain to you why. Yeah. Let me explain to you why. Because men will have issues with girls who have crazy body counts. and
Gina,
they're
speak
all up
on
in
it.
women's business, asking you how many guys you've slept with, etc., etc., etc. Right? And there's a certain standard for women that there isn't for men. So my thing is, how do you expect me to maintain a decent body count, but then you want me to free it up to everybody else? Do you know what I mean? It don't make sense.
Well, one would argue that it's not about maintaining your body count, right? Because the guy doesn't necessarily care about what you do with other people. In the moment, it's you and that guy. You know what I'm saying? So really, his intention could be, okay, you know what? I want this to work. Hence me sampling and you sampling too, right? And if it works, then it works. Then it's not an issue.
I
of
know, but
me
then if it
saying
doesn't
though.
work, that's just another body added to my roster for no reason. And then imagine the sexist media as well. What the hell was the point in that?
Worst ones.
It's a waste,
I've
personally.
seen people throw that one on me. It's each to their own, innit? And I can hear where you're coming from because some men might feel like that. I personally am not on this. I think body counts and them things are childish. You know what I'm trying to say? That. So I'm not really watching that. I'm not holding women to certain standards that I can't maintain myself or whatever.
I want a freak
You
in
know
the
what I'm trying to
morning.
say? So the body count thing doesn't matter. How could you? I don't know. If sex and stuff like that is an important part of your relationships, yeah, you kind of need to know if you're compatible with someone in this day and age, innit?
I hear it, but do you not believe that
commit?
do you not believe that you can become compatible?
Become compatible
Do
with
you
someone.
believe that sexual compatibility can be like built or developed? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I think you can.
I mean,
Because you guys got to learn things.
yeah,
you know,
it depends. If you got a willing participant, if people are willing to learn, he might not be.
I think that's maybe why I don't place so much emphasis on it.
Yeah.
You might have something that you like, and for him it's a hard no.
Yeah, but then
Like,
stuff
and
like that
then-
though, because even if you
But
even if you know that,
conversations about that.
yeah,
though,
because
I'm
even if
pretty
you
sure.
know that you're sexually compatible, years down the line, you could discover something that you want or you want to try something, and they might not be on it. Like that issue can arise whether it's talking stage, marriage, wherever it is. I think the issue is that I think a lot of people say that sex is an important part of relationships, and so it should be tested out at talking stage, blah blah, whatever it is, and that could be fair. But the issue is that for a lot of people, if people are going to be really honest, the only thing holding this situation together is sex. Outside of, if you took sex away, this is empty and there's nothing, there's no foundation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? All that's driving each other is lust. And that's the issue. I feel like that's why some people don't want to be having sex in talking stage. Let me see what substance there is to this thing really.
Yeah.
And then we can explore everything else.
I agree. Because I feel like you're blinded by the coochie,
This is it.
to be fair.
And you can get
Do you get what I
digmatized.
mean? And you can get digmatized, right? But if you remove that away from the scenario, then you're actually faced with what it really is. And you can actually decipher if this is actually something that you're willing to kind of get involved in.
Because I've heard like people, like men and women, be in relationships, and there's literally nothing, not even the grace of God is with this. Nothing is holding them together other than the fact that I know good sex. And so you guys, you're gonna, how far are you going to go? How far is good sex going to last in terms of you wanting to build a life with each other? But a lot of people, if you take that out of there, if you take the sex out, there's literally nothing holding this together, not even vibes. And a lot of people, you don't even know your partner properly.
Yeah, maybe
crazy, man.
Maybe I'm just weak or something. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't get into a relationship with somebody that I'm not seeing. I don't. That's what I was asking. I don't understand how
Seeing
we get
as in like
sleeping together,
sleeping together,
dating,
okay,
getting to know all this kind of
But
stuff.
let me ask you a question.
And
When
that's why I
you're-
said, if you wanted to be my boyfriend, you want me to be your man, how are we going to get there? We can't just jump there. Like, we've got to go through the motions. We've got to go through the stages. We've got to make sure it's right. We've got to connect. How do I just get to be your man? This is ridiculous what you're saying to me. I don't understand how overnight I'm just going to decide. No, I need all the information because knowledge is power. What can I say? I need all the relevant info. I need to know that we're connected, that on every level that we're that we're here. And that's not saying that you should sleep with everybody that you date, but not everybody that you date shouldn't even make you want to sleep with them anyway. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you're out here dating, you're looking for people, you might not even want to take it there in the first place. First, you got to get to see if you know each other, to see if you even want to take it there, if you're even compatible there, if you even have chemistry and whatnot.
But then this
You
is
don't
my
know
point,
with
but this is my
chemistry.
point though, right? So with all of that, I'm asking, are you able to do all of that stuff without having sex? Because you're just talking about you don't have to have sex with everybody you're dating, and when you're talking, you need to get to know them, see if you're compatible. I'm asking, are you able to find out if you're compatible with someone without having sex?
Yeah, but then you're not gonna. That means we're compatible. That means I can find out that we're compatible, that we can get along, that we've got chemistry. We can do all of that without having sex. But you're not gonna be my gal. You get me? That's just
so you seal the deal.
yeah. Like that's
Because you know what it is about sexual chemistry? For me, I feel like sexual chemistry comes from attraction. So I feel like we'll have a good sexual chemistry if I'm really attracted to you. Like if I fancy the pants off you, not literally. But do you know what I mean? If I really fancy you, if I'm really attracted to you and I think you're very good looking, the sexual chemistry will be there.
So what about if you abstain from all of that? There's sexual chemistry. You're attracted to each other. You've gone, you've dated, you've done it the right way. A few months, you haven't crossed the line. Maybe a little peck, and then you go through the motions and you're like, for real, this is the person I think I want to be with. And you start jump in the deep end and say, look, we're doing this.
Yeah.
It's me and you.
And what is media?
Then he whips out his little willy on you. tiny, small little men's.
First of all, don't put your pinky up when you say that.
This one.
You will not dick shame.
No, then
No,
what,
but-
are you walking it back? Or
No,
are
but I
you,
feel like you can.
Are you
I'll be
my
real with
man,
you. I
my
feel like
man,
you
my
can-
man?
You can tell. I feel like you can tell.
No, but Esther, what if he's a grower
Without
not a
seeing
shower?
it.
What if he's
That's
a grower?
true.
What if he's a grower not a shower?
That's true. Because the fair is how you kind of use it as well.
I say it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion
It's
in
the
the
motion
ocean.
in the ocean.
Yeah, but when they say size though, like obviously extreme sizes do matter.
Yeah. I hear it.
If it's like what's the thing, micro penis, that's a health condition you need to disclose to me anyway. First date. That's a health condition. That is a health condition.
On the first date, oh, by the way, I have a micro penis.
Yeah, that's fine. Just
fine.
pay the bill.
Look at your voice. Look at your voice even went high.
You're paying the bill. And I may or may not pick up your call tomorrow, but pay the bill first.
Dumb.
But I feel like you can, I feel like it's how you use it.
Do you know what? Yeah,
People have big penises for nothing.
it's a tough one. I'm not gonna lie, because I think it's conflicting. Because I feel like I'm at a stage in my life now where it's like I haven't got the energy for like pointless sex. Do you get what I mean? Like I can't be sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to like. I hate that. Do you know what I mean? I just know what I'm like.
I just
innit?
want
So for me, I
substance
would
and-
rather
yeah.
date and not have sex off the jump, and do you know what I mean? And take my time and really get to know you and whatnot,
Yeah.
whatnot,
It's
as
important,
opposed to
man.
like, do you know what I mean? And to be honest, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not having this conversation where it's like, do you know what I mean? I
But you
feel
know
like
some guys, you
sometimes,
meet
yeah,
them and you
it's-
just know. Like, you know what they're here for.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you take the conversation. You can say God is good. You'll be like, yes, so could that this dick could be good too. Sir, let's calm down. Some people you just know, man. So I'm on the same wavelength in terms of like I want something that's
brave.
meaningful and
God is
whatever.
good when so is this dick.
There are people like that.
There are people like that.
Literally.
It don't matter what you say, they will
Yeah.
relate it back to sex.
But you know what the thing is, yeah, I think it makes perfect sense that, what you guys are talking about in terms of getting to know each other, find out you're compatible prior to having sex and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But why is getting into a relationship that like point at which you say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna have sex? Why can't it be, I don't know, 3 months before you get into a relationship? Why does it have to be
don't
after
know.
the relationship?
You don't
I'm
even
a-
want to hear what my plans are.
I think, you know what I think
Mine's
it
after the
is,
altar,
yeah?
baby.
I think for me, it's literally just a case of, it's just, do you know what? Me before, to me now, I'm two completely different people. Now, it just is what it is. Like, I try not to put too much emphasis on it and overthink it, because I'm naturally an overthinker anyway. And I feel like if I overthink it and then I like, let's say I say to myself, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z, and I do it, I'm going to rip myself
I'm gonna
to
beat myself
shreds.
up.
And
Yeah.
I ain't got the energy for that. So there's
Yeah.
I don't want to put that pressure on myself. I just, do you know what I mean? I'm going to be mindful with how I step and obviously have what I, like, try to live out what I want, but also...
You know what it is, yeah?
is.
It's not my place to judge anyone. Obviously, your choices are your choices, innit? Like
Yeah.
you're saying, you can learn when you know better, you do better. You can
Yeah.
want what you want for yourself, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
If you've made mistakes and moving forward, you want to do different things and whatnot. When a guy looked me in my face, got a cheek to fix their lips and tell me I don't have
Not a
sex
cheek.
outside of relationships, it's like, be for fucking real. Yes, you do. You get what I'm saying? Because you have and you fucking do. So why?
don't know that.
Like, who you talking? I do. Like, who you talking to?
But you know what
Like,
it is though?
like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, come on, man, stop the foolishness. Like,
No,
don't,
what-
why I gotta be the one?
But I was going to say, you know, it comes from a place of ego, though.
No, but come on,
It
man. Like,
literally
what are we
comes from a
doing
place of
here?
ego.
I say yes, you do. Like he's got the references. He's got your docs on file. Said yes, you do.
Like, you do.
Where were you on the 18th of December?
You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you have and you do. So, what are we
Stop
doing here?
this. Do you know what I
it.
do believe though? I do believe everyone's got to find someone that's like-minded.
Okay.
Because this is the flow I'm on in terms of I don't want to have sex before. Quite honestly, I don't want to have sex before marriage, and that's something I pray about all the time. But I will not be with somebody who doesn't think
Who's the complete
do you
opposite,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, so I wouldn't be with someone who does have sex and then say to him, "You need to stop having sex," because not depriving yourself of sex takes discipline. It takes serious discipline, serious self-control. Like, there's a lot of things in my life that I do that helps me with this decision I've made, kind of thing. So for me, I would meet someone that's like mine. That's why guys who, if they're flirting with me from early, as in like sexual flirting and stuff like that, I run because I'm like, I already know we're not on the same wavelength. And there's with guys that think, oh, like they make it kind of their challenge to be the one to break that for me, if that makes sense. So you've got to know who it is that you're going for and be discerning. It really is discernment and be discerning on that. I wouldn't be in a guy's life. Say I met Achille, for example, and then say to him, well, you know, you should be celibate with me.
You know what it is,
No,
yeah?
it doesn't live that life.
It's tough for me, you know, because I'm not like on some mission to just like notch up, get notches on my bedpost and things like that. Yeah, but I'm like I'm a sexual person. I'm extremely flirtatious. I'm a sexual being.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna be around me and spend time with me and all that, like this is gonna.
Said cheek's gonna get clapped.
You do that. This is gonna happen because this is my vibe. If it's not for you, then I guess you'll just leave, innit? Like, but it's not like I've got some intention. I'm saying like this is just me. It's like you say you have to meet someone that you're equally yoked with or on the
Yeah,
same level. Like
absolutely.
this is how I'm wired.
That's how you get yoked.
Yeah, this is how I get yoked. You feel me? So it's like it's tough for me. I don't know what you'll do, and that's why I will be open and I'll be honest. And it's like it's fine. I totally respect your decision. But if that's not your bag, then you're not really the right person for me anyway.
do you know another
because
thing
I
is,
need. I'm here for it.
Do you know another thing though? Another thing is that I feel like a lot of women do it because it's PTSD. In terms of like guys will make you feel like, oh yeah, like I want more with you, I want more with whatever, and then they have sex and then that's it. There's scumbags that actually pretend like they want more, they want a relationship, and they do everything that makes the woman believe that they want a relationship, and then they have sex and then they dip. Do you get
those
me?
men are pieces of shit.
Do you get me? But unfortunately, though, a lot of women have experienced that, where a guy will be like, oh no, it's not about the sex, it's not about the sex, and then they get you to a place where you trust them and you can be vulnerable with them. Then you have sex with them. Now it's like that. So I feel like that even answers your question of why in relationship rather than 3 months before. But I think some women think the relationship, it feels as though like it's it's like more. It's not a bit as big of a L as if you're having to relay the story that it happened in talking stage. But the reality is that you would chop breakfast at any level.
That's fair enough,
With a
man.
mate,
Because I think
but
you got to protect
do you get
yourself.
what I mean?
You get what I'm trying to say, like, and you're allowed to set whatever standards you want for your pum pum. No one, like, you get what I'm trying to say, like,
For your
whatever.
pum-pum.
No, 100%. Whatever hoops you need, man, to jump through, whatever boxes you need ticked
Yeah.
to give it up. That's on you, and you're allowed to. And to avoid that kind of stuff happening, women should set better standards for themselves, especially if they know how they're gonna feel if they get taken advantage of and all that. So I ain't got no issues with that. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm not. I have got no problem with whatever standards you set for yourself for your thing, but it's like telling me I have to be your man. It sounds like one step too far. Like if you have to see I'm serious, if you have to see I'm a nice person, you have to see I'm dating intentionally, and the options are there and all that. That's all totally fine. But telling me I have to be your man.
But that's her protection, though.
Yeah, I hear that, but again, I don't understand the route. It's like I'm looking at the sat nav and I'm saying I don't know how to get to. How do we get every route that I'm putting into that destination? Says sex. You get what I'm trying to say?
It's what Gina said though. How like you can form a bond with somebody without the sex, and so when you because I guess for sex is part of forming a bond, right? Because what is it that makes it so important then?
It's because we're gonna. If this is where I'm gonna put my roots, and this is where I'm gonna be. I need to know that it's right. But it's not no lucky dip thing. We can't take it to chance.
Yeah, but you're attracted to her,
Yeah,
and you want to have sex with her.
yeah.
Exactly. So make me your girl, and you get to open the presents.
No, but this is what the problem. This is why you get men that chat shit and lie and say all this stuff just to get the pum pum because that's that's the standards that you're holding. So man will
That's
just
how you
say
people
anything
discernment.
to get your pum pum. So you get what I'm trying to say? It's
Absolutely.
kind of like a catch-22. Like women are causing these problems by being so stringent with the rules, and then these men are
But I told
opportunists
you why
and
they're being
liars
stringent
and
with
all
the rules,
that.
because other guys have lied to them though. So they have to be stringent with the
because
rules.
they ain't got no choice. It's like I said, it's when the terms and conditions, with the T's and C's. When you go to that app and you want to use the app and you have to click terms and conditions. If you don't click accept, you can't use it. And these men know they want to have sex with you, and that's what you put in your terms and conditions. So they just say accept.
Yeah.
They're chatting shit. They're lying. They don't care about it. They accept.
So how does
they want to get to the goal.
Wait, so if you don't, sorry, caller, I'm so sorry, but if she doesn't wait to relationship to get what's it called, to have sex with you, and you're just someone she's met, like the other guys that have lied to her that she's met, how exactly is she supposed to trust you? Because remember, I've told you that the playbook, there are guys literally doing everything they're meant to be doing, ticking all the boxes. How is she supposed to know that you are genuine without taking your word for it? Because your word is not enough.
Because I'm honest, and I will tell.
But that's what the other guy said, though.
I'll tell the girl I want to cook you up. I'm looking to smoke you out your boots. I'm not saying I want to do that now. whatever like we've got to do to get there.
Jesus.
If I'm serious, I'm telling you I'm prepared to do it. But I'm letting you know my intentions. I've got every single intention of chopping you. This is what I want. This is what I want to do. Yeah, that's not a bad. Don't make me feel that's a bad thing. You're sexy. I'm attracted to you. This is what I want to do. I'm not saying that I'd expect you to just give it to me just because that's what I want or just take it now. But I'm letting you know. Now. I got big plans for you. Like,
Okay, we'll put that on a post-it note. We'll come back to that. Is there a caller? Sorry.
Yeah, it's Kevin. Kevin, can you
One
wait
second,
a little
Kevin.
while? Is that possible?
Say that again.
Can you wait for a couple of seconds before I get to you? I'm gonna ask
Yeah,
Mark.
go on, do your thing, man.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah, man, do
You
your
know he's
thing,
not
man.
smoking.
Big
Of
up, big up.
course. Go ahead.
He's got time.
He
to
got
die.
time.
Marks, entertain me for a couple of seconds, please.
all right, go on.
I believe it's a issue of discipline with you, right? Because you're talking about you needing to know that you'll have sexual compatibility, right? Let's just take you and Gina, for example. You know the vibes there. You guys have chemistry, right? You even probably entertained what it might look like to basically, right?
Really?
Both of you have, right?
Of course.
So,
He said, of course.
what does
Speak for yourself.
What does sexual compatibility look like in actuality for you? Once you have sex, what is it that she needs to have that tells you, yes, we're good, compatibility wise? Explain that to me, please.
That's harder to because there's so much to it. Like, if that makes sense, I can't say that you need to do this, or you need to do that, or you need to do this.
So you don't even know.
No,
You
that's why.
can't tell me if I ask you the question straight up.
Nah, because there's so many different things. That's why I have to experience it. I could feel it. I couldn't tell you, like, there's not like certain things. There's not like boxes that she has to tick. Oh, she has to do this. She has to do that. She has to do that. If it feels right, it feels right.
Can you remember any past instances where it is that you can tell, yep, we were sexually compatible, based on what it is that you felt?
Before we had sex.
No. Past girls.
Can I say it again?
Right, past women that you've slept with that you guys were compatible.
Yeah.
Right? Even ones right now that you're not with. that you know you guys are compatible, that you're not looking to basically take serious.
Yeah.
What does that look like? How do you know you're sexually compatible?
Because the sex is good.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I can't.
I think it's very base, and that's why I say I think it's an issue of discipline for you.
Okay.
Because you said that you haven't had sex in a while.
When?
The other day, maybe you lied.
Of course he lied because he even said when. Look at his face.
Now, do you think that sounds like me?
Maybe you lied, right? maybe it's a thing where
Who said that?
you need it like drinking water, you need it like eating food.
Like
And if it is that you don't have it,
like
you feel as though
I'm joking.
you're popping
not
down.
joking.
Do you understand? You feel as though you're not.
No, I'm highly
So
sex.
they're having domestics. When you did this.
I don't
I'm
know.
a single man. I'm allowed to enjoy a healthy sex
No,
life.
let's not get derailed.
All right, come on, let's go. Back in the
I
car.
think it's an issue of discipline with you. I think you just want, it's a thirst thing. You just want it. You feel you need it, right? I believe that if you
I
get,
am driven by lust.
But can I say something? Do you not? I hear that, yeah, but does there not come a time in your life where you get tired,
Of
like lusting after things?
No, man. God is good, man. God is beautiful, man. This is great works, and women is His greatest creation. And every day of my life, I wake up and I see something my eyes have never seen before. Do you know how surprising that is to me? You know that my mind is always blown. I've been walking around this earth all these years, and I ain't never seen you before. That is crazy. And again, my problem is it's the sins of the flesh. You know, like if I was yeah, I just appreciate the female form, the woman.
It's you making it your life's mission to discover all of God's creations.
That's what's funny.
You know, asked you to do all of that. But here you are.
yeah, like a discipline.
It's probably lack of discipline. I actually know that it's lack of discipline, and obviously what makes it harder for me is temptation's there all the time.
Wait a minute. They're calling you Gogs and me Mina. You lot need to get out of here. I'm so... I was thinking, who is Gogs and Mina? Sorry.
Y'all get a hashtag going. Get a hashtag going.
Sorry, Kevin.
Morning, Kevin.
Morning.
Mr. Thompson.
Thanks.
Hey, morning. It's all good. So no, Mark, it's not no discipline problem, bro. It's all right. You know what? I'm gonna have to call back in 2 seconds. I'm sorry for people.
That's all right, babe.
1 second. I'll call you back.
We'll be here.
Sorry.
I won't accept.
Okay, so it's not discipline.
He was about to cook.
But no, it is discipline. I feel like,
I
yeah.
think it's definitely discipline.
But that's why you have to honestly go with somebody who is like-minded with you. Do you get me? Like I've dated guys who are celibate and whatever else, and it's an easier interaction than when I'm talking to guys who aren't.
Do you feel like it should just be like everyone should just understand that when it comes to relationships, we just take L sometimes? Because the reality is this, yeah. Obviously, I don't want to make this about economics, right? But it's kind of like how I see socialism, for example, yeah. Like, it's so well-intentioned. Everyone wants to help everybody, this, that, and the third. But the things that you put in place to try and help everybody, it's counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, like Marx was saying, yeah, you're trying to protect yourself, this, that, and the third, right? But then there's no real incentive for somebody to fully just get to know you when the person's also thinking about how can I get to the sex. And also, when you're talking about, you should work for it, right? You turn sex into a prize. And so the man's thinking, or the woman's thinking, how do I get this prize? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I can get to know you, but there's also an additional bonus there. And if I get that particular bonus, I may not care necessarily about, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so many things that take away from the compatibility thing.
Bro, it's long.
And how we can build on something because you're trying to protect yourself, right? Which makes sense, but like, surely we have to care about the overall goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the overall goal should be people having better discipline, though, because all of this having sex with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Stacey, Melanie, and Gina. No. Sorry. I was trying to think of a name for Jay. I was trying to think of a name for Jay. Sorry, babe. I'm sorry, babe. Any girl.
She said, I said what I said.
No, I didn't. Of course, I didn't say what I said. I'm sorry, babes. But the issue is that all of that stuff is. I don't feel like having any sort of free will sex is actually leading to good things. There's hella STIs up in these streets. People are not disclosing. And some of you are out here committing crimes, throwing in antibiotics into your partner's drinks because you don't want to tell them what you've been doing. There's that. There's hella unplanned pregnancies and hella unplanned children. I don't want to call them unwanted, but unplanned children that's affecting the whole family structure. All of this stuff in society, I feel like society is breaking down on account of people lacking discipline with who they're having sex with. All the family structures we keep talking about, all these gender wars we keep talking about, all these things all comes down to people lacking discipline with sex. I don't think the issue should be accepting that in life sometimes you take an L. It's that everyone should be on their Zoom and just be better, like be more discerning in what it is that you want to do, because 100%. It's leading. I feel like there's more negatives than positives of doing whatever you want to do. Because the reality is, I know we were talking earlier about, before Kevin's call, how someone can get to trust you and feel like you're honest. But every guy or every woman that you meet would say to you, on account of we've built a bond and we spend time together and whatever, you should just trust me. That's fantastic. But there's people that say that and they know damn well they're lying. There's people that make someone their whole entire girlfriend. And the whole time they know they're cheating and stuff. There's people that are married and they know this is what they're doing. So do you get me? So it's not it's not enough to just say to somebody, you should trust me because we spend time together, blah, blah, blah. That's fantastic. But the guy I spent time with for 3 years and I was in a relationship with for 3 years as well, did me so dirty. So how exactly do I move from this? So I don't understand. But that's the thing though. I don't think the answer and solution is people shouldn't ask for too much or make sex a prize. Unfortunately, the whole sex being a prize thing comes from patriarchy. That's the reality, because that's why, because that whole thing about virginity, and that's why we see men and women different when it comes to women being virgins. It's like you're seen as more pure and cleaner and more delicate, and you should be treasured more because no one slept with you, as opposed to someone else who slept with somebody. And that whole thing about, someone took your virginity, it's a whole thing. It's been packaged. The way society is packaged it from time, it's been packaged as a prize. Do you get what I mean? So it can't be changed now that it's not a prize. Because if it's not a prize, then a guy who feels like a girl is making it seem like a prize, then be like, do you know what? I don't think sex is a prize. I'm out. But what do they do? So what do some guys do? They stay there auditioning and investing in this same thing they don't believe is a prize. So unfortunately, society keeps reinforcing this mindset, this idea that sex is a prize, virginity is a prize, and you should care. Yeah, I know obviously some mature guys don't really care about body counts and whatever, but the reality is that a lot of women in conversations are talking about body counts, as in the guys asking about body counts and stuff like that. Even when you hear the culture around, she's been passed around. So that means that when you want to, if you want to be with her now, it's an L. If you want a relationship with her, what you should really do is just do what everyone else has done. Unfortunately, there's a language behind it.
Women play into that and make it a prize. When they you gotta earn this and you got a thing and start that.
Yeah, it's control society.
And dangling it in front of you like it's the put it on the pedestal like this is the aim goal. And
but men did that though.
And I'm not like that shit is not even sexy. It's like I'm not because this ain't a game. I'm not trying to do figure this out and earn you and I want the feeling to be mutual. I just need to have a connection. I want you to feel like how I feel. Yeah, you get what I'm trying to say? Like you putting it on this pedestal now, you gotta earn it. You gotta work for it. You ain't even took me out. You ain't just gonna get it like that. You got a thing, you got a that. And it's like, okay, cool, then that's the mind for real. And it's because when you put that energy out there, then for real, it's like I'm playing Mario. All I'm trying to do is work to get this boom boom.
So
and then
funny though.
You fucked up everything.
But why are they doing that? Why are the women moving the way they're moving? Why are the women asking you for dates, asking you for commitment, asking you for all the things? Why? But why are they doing it? If it's not because there's men that have taken advantage. When you think about, when you think about all these things, honestly, you lot need to have a conversation with your forefathers. Your forefathers did this. You lot did this.
Because the crazy
thing you can't be upset now.
Guys will chop you for free. Yeah?
Okay.
This is what it comes down to, because it's like, if that is the goal and the prize, and let's be honest, not 9 times out of 10, but for a lot of people, that kind of is the end goal, right? If that's like the aha moment, right? And it's like, if you give someone that aha moment without them having to like do anything to work towards that, what's gonna happen next? Is that they've just chopped you for free.
But but listen to how you're talking though. It's because you now seeing chopping as something amazing. You wouldn't say you took me out for free.
I'm saying because it's how society has made it seem.
Precisely.
I'm saying like it's not just women that have put it made it seem this way. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Harvey has a whole book and there's a whole film about talking about thinking like a man and depriving men of sex, because that's how you can wait it out to see what their true intentions are. Like because again, men move as though it is something to conquer and achieve. Like sex is something to conquer and achieve for men. Like it's not a thing where women are just acting like this on account of they've got nothing else to do. Women are sexual beings as well, but for the longest time as well, society did not make
You weren't allowed to be,
you weren't
though.
allowed to be sexual, but society did not make women think that they could be sexual. There's all of that stuff that's happened with that as well. So unfortunately, when a woman is saying, show me more intention, blah, 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 it's because she has been played multiple times before. And so now this speaks to intention. Because again, that's what society has taught us, is that, do you know what? A guy who really wants to be with you and wants to build with you will not just be interested in sex. And again, you got to remember that, yes, some people feel like sex is important for a relationship and whatnot. However, a lot of relationships, when you look at the foundation, is nothing but just lust.
That's why I think it's good to, again, like you're saying, it's about balance. Innit? If you start off with the sex, then you can say it's just about the lust. But if it comes in afterwards, right? But not necessarily after we've crossed the finish line of, now we're in a relationship, then at least it's like you're just mature adults like working towards certain things. Because at the end of the day, intimacy is there for a reason. Like we're biological beings, right? If you take that out off the table, there's going to be certain things that are going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So it somehow has to, come together, innit? But anyway, caller.
Mr. Thompson, is that you?
Good morning, TDA, my people. Hey, Brent, Esther needed horns for that last little bit that she just said there,
Upside down.
Needed horns.
Kevin, agree with me?
Needed horns. Yeah. You know what? No, I agree with you. When you're right, Like, but you also have to understand the game is set. How the game is set. So like only 40% of men actually procreate. Yeah. Now that's a very small number. When you look at the whole percentage, that's a very small number of men that procreate. 90% of women have children. So the large majority of you lot do have children, but the large majority of men do not have get the ability, do not have the ability to keep on getting women. Because getting women is hard. This is what Mark said earlier. Mark, you ain't got a lack of self-discipline. You're Achilles. You've achieved yourself to a position, my brother, where you're desirable to women because you fulfill a lot of tick boxes. You have a certain height. You've got a certain status because you put the work in. So you're appealing to women. That is what it is. And you as a man, your natural sex drive is you're gonna say, yeah, all right. They like me, yeah, it's all good. I'm down. And there's nothing wrong with that. So it's not a lack of discipline.
Men have sex when they can and women have sex when they want. That dynamics there changes it.
Precisely.
So you know what I'm trying to say? When the power balance changes and you're in a position, it's hard. It's definitely harder to say no because I understand the world that I'm living in, innit? Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Especially when the options that are putting up are good and nice candidates. It's like, as a man,
exactly.
Why am I gonna say no? Because I'm not in control of the situation here.
Yeah.
If I'm not desired, I couldn't even live like this. You feel me? It's not like I'm some crazy mastermind and I'm out here. I am actually not in control. The women hold the control, hold the consent and the sex and all that. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Precisely. So it's not you having a lack of discipline. This is just your worth being shown. Yeah, if only 40% of men get a chance to reproduce in this planet, that should tell you a lot about because there's studies on dating apps left and right that the majority of women find the majority of men unattractive. Because
the majority of women find men unattractive.
The majority of women find the majority of men unattractive. You are always complaining. You are always complaining about your options. To be fair,
yeah, it's tight. But when I go out, I'm like, there's so many women here, like. Men are having a great time. Women are gorgeous.
Of course, I don't think it's fairly balanced. You lot have a lot more options than we do. And obviously,
100%.
there's a lot more women in the world than there are men. So you're laughing.
You're loving it.
We're not laughing because if just when the options there, don't mean you can
they're
have
not
them.
laughing.
No, but you have more
They
options.
ain't laughing.
To
They can't get girls.
Yeah, well then work on your game.
That's the
It's
thing, though,
easy.
because it's not all about. It's not all about looks.
Like I feel like
Sometimes it is all about looks because
Nah,
we
man. I
always
always
look at
say,
the advert.
I'm
always
not a
say,
looks
yeah.
person.
I have seen more women with meaty guys than I've
100%
seen meaty women
with peng guys.
Peng
Facts.
women with meaty guys. It's always the women giving these meaty guys a chance. I never
100%
see a
agree.
man.
Esther, let's speak on it because
Never.
Let's speak on it because no. Money talks, yeah. Let's.
accurate.
It
Hold,
is.
Brent,
There's a
hold.
lot. As a man, yeah. Listen, hear me out, yeah. As a man, your looks are less important because there's a lot more other
pushes you.
things that you can bring to the
can
table that's
distract
gonna
you,
allow a
babe.
woman to fall for you. I use this analogy all the time, yeah. Kevin, if I had a friend, yeah, that you did not find attractive, yeah, and I said to you, Kevin, she's on you, you're not even gonna pay it any mind. You're gonna cut the conversation, right? You're not gonna entertain it. But then if the shoe was on the other foot,
Gina, you just tell me that he's a nice guy.
if the shoe was on the other foot, Esther, and I had a friend and he's not your type, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Esther, I've got a friend you like,
He's a nice guy.
I will start selling him in other ways, yeah. And he gets a chance to speak to you.
Gina.
You will even give him the chance to speak to you. Kevin, you're not speaking to my friend.
This is it.
Because you're not attracted to her. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You're not even going to allow yourself to get to know her.
Yeah.
Esther, on the other hand, is going to be more open to, because yes, she might not find him attractive, but she might find something else.
How many wedding vows? Yeah, how many wedding vows do you hear men say, I grew to like her? But you're always hearing women talk about, I grew to like him. When he first moved to me, I wasn't really feeling him. Even the men say the wedding day, I wasn't really feeling him. But then I started talking to him and he's such a lovely guy to the dirt. Good-looking men are never with meaty girls. Well, good-looking women are a majority with meaty guys.
Okay, not saying that they're never, but let's look at the balance. You never, it's tips the other way, man.
I haven't seen one in my lifetime.
I'm sorry, I believe that to be the case.
I'm yet to see a really good-looking guy with a meaty-looking girl. I'm yet to see it. My eyes haven't seen.
Listen. Other gal are always cussing man's gal. How she get with him? What's she doing with her? She's meaty. Gal are always doing that.
There are a small percentage of desirable men that all the women want.
Pardon?
A small percentage of desirable men that all the women want.
Yeah.
It is fact.
That's right, bro.
Yeah.
It is fact.
That's right, bro.
So you might be
You're always sleeping with the same guy.
You might see some ugly men with good-looking women. You might see that. Is it a money thing?
Yes.
What is it in
No, but it's not just money thing, because if Gina, like Gina was saying, if she has a friend and she's like, and I'm like, I'm not really, I don't find him attractive. She can be like, he's a Christian guy, he's family oriented, he's kind, he's this and that. Personality is sells.
I can package it nicely.
No, but even if you didn't bring in money into it,
this is acceptable.
Personality alone,
This is not the rule.
No, but okay, how many guys that are not good looking who have money are with good looking girls?
Oh, yeah, are you talking about what?
Kevin Hart.
Call that black
Excuse
and
me,
stuff?
Kevin Hart is
I'm not
sexy,
talking.
man.
I'm talking about even. I'm not even talking about
Kevin Hart's
celebrities.
5'3".
I'm even talking about people I know in ends.
Hella broke guys.
From a basic level of, do you know what I mean? But the guy's got money. He does his thing.
Yeah, but Gina,
He's not good looking.
But Gina, when we
But
see
his money
stories-
carries him.
I don't know.
When we see-
I could talk about exceptions. I'm talking about.
No, but do you know what's annoying as well, though?
This is the
there
problem.
are women with broke guys all the time. It's only when they break up that now she's coming to do story time about how broke he was. Money is not even helping some people.
Guy, is it because he's desirable?
My
It's that
personal,
flipping bad
immediately,
gene. It's
I think
bad
she should
boy
have seen the
gene.
red flag from when
Come
he
on,
moved to
man.
her.
We're live right now in this room.
Here we go.
Right now.
Here we go.
Here we go. Just go on.
Let's have it. Let's have it.
Let me
Right
intervene
now in
on
this
this
room,
one
we're
here. 'cause
living what I'm talking about.
Sorry,
The
Kevin.
ladies said some true stuff. The ladies did say some true stuff. But you know what? Most of the time, when you're describing them good-looking girls with them broke guys and whatnot, it's usually because they got stigmatized. And you lot have a lot more requirements than we do. Most men will just put up with a pretty chick. Like, we don't care about half the stuff that you think we care about.
But that's
we don't
my
care
point.
about
That's
what
why
you
it's
do for a
easier for
career.
you.
We don't care about none of them things there.
But that's.
But
But you.
even then, because it's so hard for men to get women, most of the time, Gina, we will talk to your friend because
It's hard for men to
it's
get
not
girls.
easy to
Nah,
get
do you know
girls.
what? Do you know
So
what?
if a girl
Maybe.
is interested in, she's throwing
And a lot
chicks
of
at
men
you, you're more
talk
than
and
likely going to
posture
say yes.
and chat shit about gal. A lot of men give opinions on things that they ain't got no real experience with. Like a lot of men don't deal with gal like that. Like I'm telling you, like
They
a lot of
can't get
men,
'em.
they could easy to sit here and chat shit and they do this online, but the average man ain't dealing with gal like
All right,
that.
you're talking about the average man
Yeah,
because you're not the average man, right?
no,
So you're not even talking about yourself.
no.
All right, when you see the average man, give me an example.
What, I
do
had
you mean?
friends'
Average
name.
man.
Sure.
You can't do that. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
No,
Don't
Unfortunately,
name a
yeah.
real person, but give
Oh.
a profile.
Let me elaborate. Yes, thank you.
Give a profile of who an average person would be.
I don't know because obviously, like men come in all different shapes and sizes. But if we're just talking about numbers, I'm saying the average man don't deal with gal or even with gal. Like
we don't give specifics, man.
it's
Give me
can't because
context.
even so, like man talk about like they want like women. They hold women to certain standards. Yeah, certain gal they like pen gal. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of man ain't dealt with pen in their life. Like they don't. They just ain't got pen gal around them like that. That's just not normal for the average man. You know what I'm trying to say? It's special
I'll give you a
circumstances.
great
It's an
example.
average. Can you help him then, Matt? Kevin, can you?
I can give you a
Give a
great
profile,
example.
please.
So see a man like Rick Ross. Rick Ross is not an attractive brother. We all have eyes, but Rick Ross has
but he's
money
money
and
talks though,
status.
and he's persona. And hear me out.
Exactly.
Rick Ross, yeah. You know what it is about Rick Ross for me? His confidence. You see the way he carries himself, his persona. It's not even
And
like
here's how you got to give a man a chance.
Yeah, literally.
Confidence is
I could
everything,
meet
though.
Rick Ross, yeah, and the way he carries himself, the way he speaks, the way he, do you know what I mean? For someone like
But
he's not a
the
brand
only
for me at
reason
all.
why-
But put me in front of him and
But
let me hear
Gina.
him talk that bus talk.
Thank you very much. So
There we
he's
go.
desirable to you.
But Gina,
Hello.
the only reason why Rick Ross is confident is because he's got money.
Because
He knows
this is
that
my
he's got power.
point. Is this not what I'm telling you? I said good looking, like men who are not good looking, like he doesn't need his looks, and that's exactly you just proven my point.
Question, though.
Doesn't need the looks.
Question,
It's his
though.
persona.
No,
how he
no,
carries
not
himself.
for
He's
men.
got
We need money.
It's packaging.
We need
It's
upper
not the
stuff.
looks.
Question, question.
Yeah,
That
100%,
same Rick
100%.
Ross- Sorry, Kevin. That same Rick Ross, right? And he's just a regular-ness.
No money. Yeah, he's screwed.
100%.
But that's
Exactly.
100%.
you didn't
The
listen.
same Rick Ross.
Okay, but you're not. I don't.
Money talk now. Money talk now.
No, but she's told you about
wordsmith.
No, but she told you about confidence.
I said hello.
This is what I am
So-
saying.
Also, can
It
you
is the
please
desirable,
get hot?
that small percentage of desirables.
Getting hot in here.
And you need to
Hi,
feel like
Ian.
that little fuzz when it is that he's talking.
I need
little
that,
electricity.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Fanny flutters.
Yeah, but how do you not know that he
Guys are
can't?
messed up.
How do you not know that he can't give that to me on a normal? I don't know
As a
he's a
nurse?
nurse. I don't know he's a nurse. I'm saying, right? I don't
Once
know
you
he's a
find out,
nurse. Problem. Problem.
And nurse is a good job, you know.
I know.
Stand up for Gina. No.
Well, it's not gangster enough. Dickhead.
It's not. You like
I'll
Achilles.
take
Yeah,
it.
you love your
Listen,
Achilles.
Don't be
You need to
fooled,
feel
you know.
alive.
I don't
You
know why
need to
you don't
feel
think I
alive.
love Achilles. No,
You
not
love
like
your
that.
Achilles,
You have to
girl, we can
pander
see.
him. What are you doing? I'll be. You know, I'm gonna shock all of you lot. Watch me get with a pastor. Watch me marry a
You
pastor.
ain't
And
fall
change,
for a boring
and change
Billy.
my whole brand and
Won't
be
he
a
do
pastor's
it?
wife.
That used to be in the streets.
Can I say something?
Doing
He
the
ain't
street
lying.
sermons.
He ain't lying. He's not lying.
Oh, young Pastor Toby, can you imagine?
Oh,
Nah,
absolutely
God
not.
You don't need to
No.
feel protected, man. You don't need to feel.
Nah,
I
man,
think
you love
at the
your
end of the day,
Achilles, girl.
everyone
There
is
ain't
going
nothing
where
wrong with loving Achilles. That's not. It's all good.
No, but do you know
this is the
what? No,
point
it's
of
not
part
all
of the
good.
video.
It's not all good because you need. It's not for the faint-hearted. It is not for the faint-hearted.
Exactly.
You
You
need to
ain't
have. You
faint-hearted,
need to have
girl.
a certain level of.
I don't mind suffering.
Yeah,
That's the honest
That's
truth.
the problem. Like, and that's the God's honest truth.
But go to therapy though. That will help. That will cure that.
You need. Huh?
You say you won't.
No, I know
Yeah,
what
for
he's saying.
sure.
He will though.
He says she in therapy, she healed. So,
No, but the first step though is to admit you have a problem. No, but the first step is always to admit you have a problem. Once you do that, you start taking right steps in the right direction.
it's that, yeah, you.
Do you know you're not intentional enough for me? You can't be intentional about it, man.
Listen,
You can be cured.
have you
Yeah,
ever
but that's
heard?
the thing. But do
Have
you
you
want
ever heard of being
Let me
alpha
ask you a
widow?
question.
The gym girl.
Do you want to be cured? Is the question.
And that's where your problem is.
Do you
Because I
wanna
wanted to be
build a
cured. I said, I can't do this no
snowman?
more. I said,
hear it.
Lord. And here I am, I'm cured. When I
Esther,
see
have
bad
you
guys,
ever
they
heard-
don't even do nothing for me. I'm like, oh, no. With that
Esther, have
lovely
you
shy
ever heard
guy.
of being alpha widowed?
Excuse me?
Have you ever heard of being alpha widowed?
What's that?
No, I don't know what that is.
So once you've messed with Achilles, let's say you messed with a man like Marks. Gotta big up my Achilles, my Achilles. Yeah?
Okay.
So
Alright, calm
once you
down.
mess with a man like Marks, you go in back down to a more normal average dude who doesn't have status, who ain't got money, who ain't got his own place. It's almost
you always
impossible
broke?
for most women. Most women can't go backwards. You look, they upwards and across.
You don't know what my
But
jeans can
going
do.
backwards is almost impossible for you lot as women.
Yeah, in
Once you've been with that
lifestyle,
brother
women-
who's got his own place,
I'll be
Women
reviewing
struggle
some.
to go backwards in lifestyle, and men
Yeah, but I
struggle
don't need to go backwards in lifestyle.
sexually.
No, but you know
but
what?
I'm saying,
You
if
can, no,
someone
but
had
you,
a, if he had a, if his setup was anything you wanted it, you needed it. He drives, he's this, he will pick you up from work. Because just nothing was an option. That your other man, obviously, you're not holding him to them same standards, and you like him as a person and all that. But if he ain't got his own place and he can't do nothing because his family's in,
No,
and
but
he
that's
can't
the-
pick you
but
up,
that's the issue,
Eventually,
though.
those kind of things grate on you.
No, but that's the issue. I feel like whenever we have these conversations, people
one
do
extreme to
extremes.
another.
Because the thing is, when I think of Achille, I'm not even thinking of that the material sides of it. I'm thinking more character. Character is bad. That's what I'm thinking about, right?
Bad gang.
Bad gang. Do you know what I mean? So when I think of someone, the kind of guys that I date now, is not someone with a bad. That he's a nice, kind person. Do you get what I mean? Right? It doesn't like. Why does it always have to be a thing where he's hardly paying his rent? He can't afford this. Can't afford like. They don't have to be broke. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Though? It
Because you
doesn't
lot
have to
are
be that extreme.
hypergamous by your nature.
Not necessarily.
Because the average
broke,
guy
they're just not
can
the
pay
same.
his bills.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is with me? Yeah? Let me be honest, yeah. Because as we're sitting here, I'm reflecting on it, and I'm like, do you know what? I tried to date someone who wasn't Achille, right, and who was like a nice, quote unquote, nice guy, very like soft and just the complete opposite to what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And I just
Boring,
thought,
isn't it?
pardon?
They're boring.
It weren't. Yeah, there was
boring,
that side
innit?
of it, but it weren't that. It was more like I still chopped breakfast. So after that, I thought I'm just gonna stick to what I know, babe.
Gina, that's the reality of life that you chop breakfast anywhere.
So for
This is what
me,
I'm saying.
I thought, you know what? Yeah,
You
I
can chop
tried to do
breakfast
something
anywhere.
different. And to be honest, on a normal day, I'm not even. Don't face your screen.
No.
Don't come.
People may not understand what chopped breakfast.
Chop breakfast is basically heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
By the way,
In the words of Burna Boy.
Okay.
it's basically heartbreak. Like you will chop breakfast. It means everything will all end at some point, and it'll just be a situationship basically, and you get heartbroken.
So for me, I just thought, wait a minute. I tried to do things differently here, yeah, and kind of go for not my normal type, right?
Yeah.
And it even pissed me off even more because you know when you're thinking, you don't even go here. Like you didn't even deserve
And
to
that's
even
when
be
you
in
give a
this
guy a
position,
chance.
right?
Those are the worst ones.
It annoyed me even more because I just thought this is why at least I know what I'm getting. Do you understand what I mean?
What's Achille? Let's define Achille, please.
When we say Achille, I think for me anyway, when we say Achille, we're just talking about a man who's more of an alpha male, you know, a bit more of a masculine man, a man who's a bit more assertive, a bit more confident, a bit more driven and ambitious, a high testosterone male.
Exactly.
just
So
a-
when,
yeah,
so
a
if
bit
it,
more high
no, wait,
testosterone.
that's not what I think of
You
Achille.
just described me. Sorry.
And he's not Achille.
I'm not Achille.
No?
That's an honest man.
You kind of are, Brent.
That's
you
not
kinda
Achille.
are,
Me or you
Brent,
like.
Brent.
You can't make me do it.
No, but that's the thing though. That's not Achille for me. That's why
One second.
Kevin,
One
let
second.
Lily speak because
Wait.
how would you define Achille?
Achilles a bad boy.
Yeah.
Achilles is a guy that I know I should not be dating. He's told me he's unserious. He's told me, it's like, for example, I'm celibate,
Hates women.
I'm Christian, I'm all of these things. Sorry?
No.
What did he say?
He said hates
Wow.
women. That's
No, man.
Hits women.
No,
That's
sometimes,
even worse.
no, sometimes they
No.
are misogynistic. That can't be denied. But that's not. You didn't hear that from me. Brent said it, okay?
There's one called
But-
misogynoir.
Exactly. Yeah, a handful, a slap. It's like God dashed it in there kind of vibe. But that's it. So when I think of Achille, I think of a bad boy. I think of that guy that you know is not going to take you seriously. He's told you he doesn't want the same things as you. All these things, but yet you still go ahead, and then that's where you get heartbroken. When I think what you've just described to me is the kind of guy I go for, and they're not Achilles. Trust me, they're not Achilles. I've been cured.
No, it is. I think maybe it's a.
So you're saying
I
to
think
come-
maybe you have to merge the two because
Nah.
Achilles do hold all the qualities that Kevin said. You know what I'm
No,
trying
but
to say?
that's just a man.
No, but we also hold the qualities that you described.
But you guys are more my
Exactly.
definition adjacent. Not what Kevin described.
Huh?
You call loons Achilles
So,
too.
Brent, let me say something, please.
Oh, okay.
Let me say something.
This is a
Let
rock
me say
Ambition is
something.
different.
Yeah.
Let me not speak, please.
Brent,
If I
you
speak,
are
I'll be
definitely
dropped.
Achille, man.
Brent is Achilles, man.
Brent, you are definitely Achille, my bro.
Brent's a
You
savage,
literally
you know.
have started.
Like,
you
Brent
get me?
could
You
be
started
ruthless with
an
his-
empire
Brent-
You know
over
why
there,
Brent-
brother.
Brent is
Don't-
an absolute
don't-
savage.
Excuse
Don't
me?
jump in
It may be just in different
No,
aspects
do you
of
know
his
what I
life.
was
but
to say?
Brent is
I wasn't even gonna say
cold
anything
and
bad.
callous.
No, but
I was
Brent
just gonna
keeps
say
jumping
the-
on you. On you.
I was just gonna say the difference I would say is what you forgot to add here also is rough around the edges. To me, that is also
Yes.
I
a
was thinking
key
something else.
ingredient.
I was gonna
Brent-
say Achilles lack discipline.
Brent is cold.
That's why Brent is not
Brent
Achilles.
is cold and
And
callous,
Brent
and he
isn't
rough
not
around the
Achilles.
I am a
edges.
man
He's
of
probably
God.
just,
Yeah.
he's
But you
probably
know
just
what
got less misogyny
I
in
love
there.
Jesus Christ.
You probably just got less misogyny in you.
Not Jesus Christ.
Not Jesus.
Yeah.
Not Jesus, isn't it?
Yeah, if we just added the sprinkle more misogyny in you, you'd be the top killie.
You be Achille.
God forbid.
You'd be a top killie.
Brent, stop rebuking it.
Brent, you're 100%
You don't
Achille,
need to
brother.
be
Because
Achille
when we say
You don't need to be
Achille,
Achille, man.
when we say Achille, we're talking about alpha male. And an alpha male is basically what Achille is. You're a leader. You started an empire. You started a community. You started stuff from your own back.
Preach,
That's a
preacher.
proper man. That's
You're
an
not pissing
alpha
me off
male. That's a
here. Yeah,
leader.
because you're gaslighting me right now. You're gaslighting me right now. This is what I talk about building empires. All right, Lucius Lyon. What the hell do you think? What empire? How many killies are walking the roads with empires? You've got babies that you don't even know about. We're talking about you're building empires. If you don't
ambitions to
be fucking
dream,
for real.
hopes and dreams of empires.
Dreaming of
though.
what?
I'm just saying.
Everyone's got dreams.
I'm
gotta
not gonna lie.
start somewhere.
I think the lack of
They're
discipline
building
is the thing,
empires.
though. Like, you know what would make you look so much more attractive if you actually could be disciplined
Discipline.
and
A real man without
keep
discipline
your
is not a
dick
real
in
man.
your
It's
pants.
not a real man,
Fact.
Brent.
He's not a real man. He's not a
No,
leader.
it's true. So if you can't keep your
Penis, you
in
got
your
community
pants
dick
and-
talking about you're
yeah,
building an
like-
empire.
You know how quickly you can get compromised.
You ain't building nothing
You
but
lusting
babies.
Left, right, and centre.
Do you know how attractive it is to find a man who's got sexual discipline?
And do you know
Oh!
what? And you know what? And you know what? It's like, you know when they say stuff like, I heard someone say this, and I saw it. I was like, this is quite harsh, but I understood the thinking, right? And they were like, it's very harsh. This I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
But it was
We're
like,
already
okay, if they were like hiring for like their company,
Yeah.
they wouldn't hire someone who's overweight or obese.
Okay.
Because they're gonna see it as you lack discipline.
Okay,
You're not
yeah.
disciplined in your own life to kind of keep yourself in,
Yeah, so how will you-
in
yeah.
good shape, right? Or like you care about your health. So how are you going to be disciplined in keeping my company afloat? And I was like, do you know what? It's harsh, but I understand
Yeah.
that kind of thinking.
That makes
So it's-
sense.
Exactly.
But
So
you're
it's the
not-
same thing.
yeah.
It's like you lack discipline. You can't keep your dick in your pants.
you know, speak on it.
but I'm gonna have you as the head of my household.
But you know
How?
what? Do you know
No,
what's
that's
so
not
crazy?
the same
That is
thing.
my thinking when I think
Kevin,
of guys
I'm not gonna lie.
who are not having sex.
Radios it.
That is no, but that's honestly that is my thinking because I always think you cannot lack sexual discipline because I know that I don't like I have sexual discipline. You can't lack sexual discipline.
You're a woman,
and you're
you're
out here
meant
talking
to have
about
sexual
alpha.
discipline.
But if you don't have several seats, you're barely looking at us.
But is sexual discipline
No,
the same
listen,
as
listen.
absent
Your value
sex?
comes
No
with
sex.
having sexual
Yes.
discipline as a woman.
It's part of it. It forms part of it.
Sexual discipline the same
No,
as
I-
having
It's not
No,
the same, but
I don't think
it's
it's the same. I
The
think-
reason why you can be abstain from sex is due to having sexual discipline.
Yeah.
It's not synonyms, but the reason why you can abstain, you can be celibate, and you can not sleep with everybody is because you have sexual discipline.
Like you're selective of who you sleep
It's
with.
so
Some
attractive when a
guys
guy's
are not
selective. Oh,
That's community dick.
Someone just said in the
Ciao.
chat that killies are emotionally stunted.
yes,
Say what?
That too is such a
Emotionally stunted.
stunted.
I don't think. But what's wrong?
Hey,
Am I
tr-
emotionally stunted?
Yeah.
Why?
Why you say like that? He's like, yeah.
this experience, isn't it? Trauma on that. But don't worry.
No, I think I'm very.
Do you know,
attached-
work on it. Gina's also got trauma.
Just kidding. Someone said Achilles has deep-rooted issues and trauma.
I'm in touch with my emotions though. Don't you think?
There's nothing wrong with you, brother. You're fine.
No, no,
Listen, you're not the co-sign.
Thinking of foolishness.
but we can all
Anyone needs in
always
this
be
matter.
better. We can always be better versions of ourselves.
Yeah, we could always improve, innit?
I love the fact that is that in different environments you become different people,
Yeah.
and that's really dangerous sometimes. Because you're like
Why?
a chameleon, isn't it? I could be whatever you want to be. Me, baby.
There's different sides to me. I'm complex. You get me? That's what it is. I'm not just one way.
You're that top level of killie.
I'm King Killy.
Yeah. Just imagine when it is that you have like wealth.
You're gonna be unstoppable.
It's
You're
over-
gonna be a
it's over for
problem.
these hoes.
Listen, hide your wives, hide your daughters.
Please,
Listen,
Even
you
the
see
worst
me?
thing.
I'm not even in the running.
This is why we need to lock in this before that time.
This is it. I'm working
Yes,
hard. I
I'll
keep praying
get
my
them to you.
Jesus is
This is
answering.
it.
Don't you worry about it.
This is it. We have to make a good killie out of you before then.
You have to rebrand the word killie.
I'm working on myself anyway. I like Kevin's description of Killy, man. It was
Yeah.
positive.
But that's when it's not. It wasn't a description because that's just a man.
He's just flinging
That's
out
what everyone
positive
should be.
words.
Just a real
Man,
man,
no,
real
because
man.
most men
But that's the problem
aren't
though,
like
because-
that though. That's what you're
because-
not understanding.
Because she's not defined
If
killie
only
like that.
40% of men reproduce, then not most men ain't actually like that. Most men
I'm gonna say-
are
I'm-
average or under average.
I was gonna say
Sorry,
with the stats anyway, there's a bit debatable because that whole 40% you dropped earlier
Hey,
is because
Google
maybe
it.
some of these men aren't claiming the kids. So there's that to talk about. But
Google
I
it.
feel like with a killie definition, that's why you guys go to extremes when you think that women don't want to be with killies and you assume that the guy that they want to be with is broke and I don't know useless. No, there's so many
No, he's
respectable
average. No, he's
masculine
average.
leaders actually building empires, not imaginary ones, actually building stuff, and they are men, and they're honest, and they're intentional, and they have discipline in every area of their life.
I see an empire.
See,
as a
you're
man's
confusing.
post.
You're confusing. You're confusing
man's-
a high level with average. Average is most people are average, and there's nothing wrong with being average. Well, most women don't find average attractive.
But do you know what
They
the
don't
joke of it
celebrate
though?
average.
Most killies are average by your definition. Because y'all ain't building empires. Not one empire's been built. You ain't building empires but having kids that because you lack sexual discipline. That's the reality of it. Because your definition of what a killie is that's
having
not a
kids.
killie. And if that's
No,
what
you're
stands to
defining
get to be a
empire by
killie,
having
heck,
kids.
my pastor's a killie then.
That's not the
Anyone
same.
can be a killie.
That's not the same thing. So it's not the same thing. Like this is what I'm saying. When I say most women don't find most men attractive, because most men are average. So the men who you do see starting an industry or with any status, they're defined as kiddies or high value men or alpha males, whichever way you want to name them. There's a whole dozen names you could give them, but they all mean pretty
You know
much
what's
the same
interesting,
thing.
I
Go
hear
ahead.
you on like majority of men, a lot of men are average, but so are a lot of women. And I think sometimes when we have these conversations, stop nodding, calm down.
No,
When
no,
we have
I'm
conversations-
acknowledging. I'm hearing what you're
I
saying.
just saw the side of my eye doing this. I was like, okay. but when we have these conversations, what people have in mind are the rappers. They're thinking of rappers who are not average guys. They're thinking of female influencers who are not average girls as well. Do you get what I mean? So but the average person, the person that they're dating, they're in similar tax brackets. Do you get what I mean?
I'll be honest
So
with
are
you.
they average or are they
Most
just
women-
with someone who is like them? And they have these qualities because again, people have dreams, people are working towards things, people have got their main jobs, they got their side hustles or whatever. That guy is building an empire. You might see him as average because he's not Tion Wayne, but the reality of life is that in society, we're mostly made up of average people, normal people, not the Kevin Harts, not your gigs, not your top rappers. Do you get what I mean? So I thought when we have this conversation sometimes, and we talk about, sorry Kevin, 1 second. When we have these conversations and we talk about the kind of like women not going for this guy and they're doing this, no, and that's why the word broke always comes into these conversations because you assume because he hasn't got all these money or fraud money or whatever it is, she must be with a broke guy. No, she's with a guy who's in a tax bracket. Social media is not a true reflection of the life people live. It's not a true reflection of reality. So
you're 100% right in some aspects of
Last
what you're
point,
saying
Kevin,
there,
last
but the
point,
point,
last point.
last point. No, but the real point is that women don't really celebrate them guys. So you're punished for being average as a man. Like you don't have the same options as the dudes who have accomplished stuff, and that is a punishment. It might not be you purposely punishing him, but the average guy doesn't get the same options that Miles gets, or Tion Wayne gets, or Kevin Hart gets. Like Kevin Hart's 5'2", 5'3". If Kevin Hart was broke, 5'2", 5'3", and didn't have the status that he has, believe me, he wouldn't have been able to find another hot wife that he found straight away after losing the last one. He would have suffered, like most men who do suffer because you get punished for being average as a man.
the issue is that you are not going in tax
born with your worth.
You're
You're born with your
moving
worth
in your
as
tax
women.
brackets.
Most women are attractive by default. Most women are attractive by default. You're born with your quality. Men have to earn their worth. It's a completely different value system. So most women could be a Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian hasn't got any amazing talent. She had sex on tape. But most women can do that. That option is available for most women. And there are girls left and right who are trying it right now. We see them putting out sex tapes. Average girls.
That's the problem.
But because most women are deemed as attractive, because most women are deemed as attractive from the beginning, it's a completely different ballgame for men, where men, you have to earn your value. Even if you are good looking, you might be able to get girls and get away with it for a period of time, but that ain't gonna last. The older you get, the requirement gets more serious because you need a man who's got a car. Most women, you'll be with a man who ain't got a car, who ain't got his own business, who ain't got his own house, but he's on the clock. Yeah, you're waiting for him to start producing something, and if he doesn't produce something over a decent period of time, most women will leave. Most marriages are ended by women, and most of the reasons that they put down for the divorces are financial.
You sure that's not infidelity?
Oh, girl, please.
Infidelity second. Look it up. You can Google all the stuff that I say because I always keep it facts. And infidelity second. Financials first.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin, man.
You know like that. But bless up, my people. Love and that.
See
TDA
you
to the
later.
world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye.
man, everyone's just got to mind the focus and the focus, man. That's the honest truth.
All right, so bringing this back to the initial conversation.
Sex.
So what are we saying? Are we saying there is enough benefit that everybody, really, if you care about your life and your future, should abstain from sex during the talking stage? Number one. And number two, how long is your talking stage?
That's the problem because these guys are taking us on trips for 2 years. These guys have got us doing talking stage for 6 months plus. So, yo, there's a lot of meetings men need to have as a community. Y'all need to really sit down and
But can
think of some things.
a man take you on the talking stage for 2 years?
No.
If you're not walking with him?
Yes.
Of course it can't.
Okay. So
But that's the problem though. But that's that whole thing about you know the right things to be saying and whatever else. So that's a whole complicated thing. That's a whole complicated thing because really and truly, that's a whole complicated thing. That men are aware of what it is that they're doing when they go on this long trip. Because really and truly, you two, if you wanted to make me your girlfriend, you could have made me your girlfriend after 12 weeks probation. But here we are.
would you be willing to accept that? Would you
Accept
accept that guy's proposal? After 3 months, I'm yours.
No, but 3 months for me anyway is when I know whether or not I like a guy and what it is that we're doing here. Like,
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So 3 months when I know whether I want to actually be in a relationship with you or whatever the situation is. So that's how long it takes me personally to know whether I'm feeling a guy. Anything less than that is skewed.
For me, I don't want to generalize, and obviously I can't even speak for women in it. And a lot of the stuff that Esther said today is true, and women owe it to themselves to protect their peace.
Absolutely.
And protect their pom pom, innit? So
Okay.
You always have to kill it. It starts so
Protect your peace could have been on
serious.
the t-shirt. Protect your pom pom is just.
no, but that's what you got to do. You got to show some kind of discernment. You can't just give it to everybody that wants it because a lot of these men are out here on fuckeries and they're idiots and they don't deserve it. So whatever standards you set for yourself is right. You get what I'm trying to say? And I can only speak for myself, which is because I get that, and you are not wrong at all. I'm just saying anybody that won't get with me needs to be running it. You get me? And that's that.
Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem.
Excuse me. That's right. I don't know why this camera is on me, please.
Not even Gina. Me and Gina. How could I ever get with Gina if she don't run it on me? That's crazy. How are we gonna get there? You're gonna have to get cooked up, baby.
Excuse me.
You have to.
No, I don't.
All right. We'll see.
No, I don't have to. What do you mean I don't even believe it? Are you dumb? I do believe it.
Listen,
Excuse me, because Jenny's like, okay, challenge accepted. We will. Yeah, bet. Like, it's the worst thing you could have said.
Even shook on it. You are not tearing up my cheeks. Many have tried and failed.
Good morning.
Morning, guys.
Who was
It's Matthew here. It's Matthew.
Morning, Matthew.
I just wanted to bring it back to morning. To one thing earlier. Don't you think it's like, is it not insane to like, if you're someone saying they don't want to sleep with you during talking stage, but then to say, I don't want you sleeping with anyone else either. Like, is that not kind of cheeky?
You know what my thing is on that, yeah?
So
I'm not even going to ask the question.
What's the question?
You know how in the video, I think you in the clip,
asked her.
you asked her, you were like, okay, cool. So if we're not going to have sex,
Yeah.
do you expect me not to have sex with anybody else? And she said yes. And
So
then-
did Matthew say it's cheeky that she
thinks
said?
It's
yeah.
insane.
It's
That she
insane
said no.
that you've said
Yeah.
you don't want us to
Oh.
have sex.
Well, call me cuckoo then.
Let's get Imani to respond to that question.
What happened?
Let me see where your mind is at.
Huh?
Let me see where your mind is at.
Is that insane that while we're in a talking stage and she doesn't want to have sex with me, she expects me to not have sex with anybody else? Tell me, my forced quest of celibacy that I didn't ask to go on.
Hey, don't add extra things. To just say what it is and us to say. Don't start spraying. Calm down.
Is that fair?
I mean, to be fair, I think everyone's
Talk about
wrong.
quest.
As a Christian Muslim man,
A Christian Muslim man. So see what I mean about you?
You calm down and just give him the one sentence that's been asked of you, please.
yeah, as a Christian Muslim man, the discipline levels
Christian
have to be up here. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't see anything wrong with that, you know.
With what? Him going around having
I
sex
don't
with
see
people?
anything wrong with that.
Nah, you couldn't do that with me.
The girl saying, I don't expect you. If it's you pursuing me, if you're showing me intent, right?
Okay, I see. Okay,
Yeah, because as soon as it is that you start having sex with other people,
Bro!
you're not really onto me.
You're not onto Brent.
I understand that.
Brent, put
Nah,
the
come on,
holds up
what
for
the hell?
yourself, please. Because no, literally, I understand it.
What the hell?
I can't believe that it sounds insane.
Let's flip it.
No, hold on.
A girl's showing
You're
interest in
telling
me.
me.
Wait. Sorry, Matthew. I'm sorry, Matthew. You posed
It's
a
kidding
very
me.
good
Matthew,
point.
you're not doing the Lord's work. Your name is Matthew. What the hell?
You can flip it, bro. A girl's interested in me.
No, I'm talking about myself. I'm
Go
not
on.
talking about you. I'm talking about
You're
myself.
different.
You, me, a man.
That's
Go
why
on.
I understand.
So we
it.
see each other.
I understand.
Before you got interested in her, yeah, she was having sex twice a week, yeah, religiously, and she's allowed to. She's not in a relationship. She's a single woman. She's allowed to have a healthy sex life. She had a healthy sex life, and she deemed sex important. She was having sex twice a week. Now you lot met each other, and you lot like each other, and you want to talk, and she likes you too, and she wants to get to know you, yeah. And now she's prepared to forget what she was doing, yeah, because she likes you, but she also likes to have a healthy sex life. So at some point, you have to pick up the slack. And if you're not prepared to do that, yeah, but you still want to talk to her and waste her time and chat shit, yeah, then you got to allow her to do what she's doing until you get right on her level, until you can pattern up. What are you talking about?
No,
Yeah, you know, like
I
that.
listen to what you're saying. Let me get back to what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
So if a girl tells me that she's interested in me, and she wants to take me seriously, right? In my head, she's courting me.
Yeah.
Or she wants to court me. If I know that she's having sex left, right, and center, she's not interested in me.
No, that's because you're not giving her sex, though. If you was giving her sex, she
No,
wouldn't be.
I understand what you're saying
hears you.
from your point of view. I'm saying from my point of view, my criteria for getting interested in me is, my friend, clean.
This is it.
Clean yourself.
That's fine, but if she
And then
let
come
you...
to me clean.
Yeah, she's coming to you,
No,
clean, but then
but
now
it's-
she's coming
but
to you.
it's
You're
like
holding back the
Mark
cookie. You're
said in
telling
the
her
video. No, hold on.
she can't get it. Why'd she clean up
Wait,
for?
like Mark said in the video.
That same period of, I think you're lying. I think you're just pausing. I think you're pausing until you trick me.
Oh, so you're trying
I'm
to
gonna wait you out.
Okay, so
I'm
you
gonna
just
wait
see.
you
Yeah.
out.
Facts.
That's just me. That's
hear
just
that.
me.
But
I'm
do you know
quiet.
what? And that's me too. Like, I can't say to you that when, like, I'm not having sex, but you're going around having
I like
sex.
discipline.
No, but do you know
What
what
do
it
you
is?
like?
Do you know
I'm
what it
saying,
is?
Gary got a duty of care.
I like a disciplined person.
No, I ain't
No,
got a duty of care. You
I'm
better
not-
speak to your savior.
You got
Okay.
a duty of care. To
I
hold
don't.
you
I don't
down.
know you to have a duty. Sorry, Gina. I don't know you to have a duty of care to you yet. You get that duty of care is activated when you're my means and you're not my man. The
This
hell?
is why.
Tough.
No, because
This is
how
why-
do you intentionally get to know somebody whilst being intentionally other pussies? What is that?
No, because I want to be in yours, but you're saying no. You know what I'm saying?
Nowhere.
There's no other way to frame this.
There's no other way.
But no, sorry, Gina.
I was just gonna say, do you know what? My hope is that you're not sleeping with other people, yeah.
yeah.
But realistically, you probably are, and it's just not something I think about. I don't ask
yeah,
questions.
yeah. I don't
to
want the
things
answer to.
I don't want the answer to.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
swear to you. So I'm
At
not
the
gonna
very least.
ask you
I need
if you're
detail.
slinging penis.
I need detail.
Because, like, if you're slinging penis, sling penis, and I don't find out. Like, do you get what I mean? I don't need to ask, because when you tell me yes, then I'm just,
Now, where do you
alas.
go?
Where do we go from here?
'Cause I'm still gonna be here.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Bro, it's pointless, isn't
I'm
it? So
still
in
here.
my head, I don't ask questions I don't want the answer to. I'm
makes
going to
sense.
hope
I think that's
that
fair.
you wouldn't be slinging your dick. And I don't want you to be slinging
Yeah,
your dick and
man.
sleeping with other people,
I'll
right?
be
Because
honest.
Lord knows I'm not. But
Yeah.
I want to hear what Matthew says in this, yeah. But before you speak, Matthew, yeah, people like the video, man. 117 likes, 300 plus people in the chat.
That's why Iman
Don't
hasn't
make no
really spoken
sense.
because he's been upset about the likes.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
thing. So you just give me a little teaser. So can you please like the video, please?
You man just summed up everything perfectly, man.
Listen,
That's
listen, I want
frustration.
yours.
I want yours. Like, bro, you're the one sending me on the streets. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you did this.
This is your doing.
Sorry, Matthew. I'm gonna call you Matt.
No, I
You ain't
mean,
moving like a Matthew.
yeah, sure, Matt's fine. No, but my thing is, listen, if she, you know, whichever way direction you want to put it, if she was outside or I was outside, and then we are interested in each other, we go on one day, and now, you know, I'm supposed to stop, like, you know, doing my thing, because I don't know you from. What do you mean? I don't know you from nowhere. Why would I stop what I'm doing because I'm supposed to show interest in you? What kind of insane logic is that?
But this is the problem, though. Do you know what this speaks to? Actually, it speaks to the issue of people jumping in from one situation to another situation and treating people as disposable. Because, like, for me, I don't date a guy that I don't see a future with. So I rarely date because, well, I mean, Kevin gave us the statistics, didn't he? Do you get what I mean? So for me, as a guy that's speaking to me, in my mind, you are not currently speaking to like 5 other people. I know it might sound naive and unrealistic, blah, blah, but again, you got to remember that the life I'm living, the life of not having sex that I'm living, there are certain things that have to be in place for me to carry this out successfully, right? And that means that I'm not just talking to everybody here, there, whatever. So when I'm going for a like-minded guy, he is also not just talking to everybody here, there, whatever. So even if you are talking to people, I don't expect you to be having sex with the people that you're talking to. So when you're talking to me and you're trying to get to know me, it's not insane for it to be a thing where you're not having sex. Like I'm saying I don't want to have sex, but then you're like, okay, that's fine. I'll get to know you. Like how can you get to know me intimately, but still be having sex with other people and making connections elsewhere? But it's also about how you see sex. I see sex as a connection. I see sex as a spiritual thing.
Okay, fair.
So you can't be out here getting all sorts of entanglements, but to bring them demons inside of me. No. Thank you very much. It doesn't sound crazy to me.
I hear you on that. I hear you on that. I guess because what I was about to ask you is like, then do you believe, like, do you believe casual sex is a thing? I guess you say that you see it as more of a spiritual thing, a place to actually really deeply connect and get intimate with someone.
I think
everyone in the studio that says that they also think that they want that person to only be like sleeping with them, or not sleeping with them, but only not sleep with anyone else while they're talking to them. Anyway, everyone else in the studio. Do you say that then you don't believe in casual sex? Is that what you would say then?
Casual sex is definitely 100% a thing. Like whether I practice it or not, it is a thing. Do you get what I mean? But I personally don't practice. I think that's more what I can answer. It's not so much that do I believe in. I guess believe in it. You mean do I practice it or would I practice it?
Must mean, do you practice it? Or...
No, I can't. I'm not made for that. You see, when Jenny said she don't ask questions that she doesn't want to answer to, I don't ask questions I can't handle the answer to. That was the old me. Now I'm asking everything though. But when it comes to casual sex, I'm not made for casual sex.
Never mind. I'll catch feelings, literally. So,
baby,
this is what I'm saying. If you don't want me to start asking you questions, to start moving like a girlfriend, don't have sex with me. Because it's, do you know what I mean? I can't, sex is, you know how people place a lot of emphasis on sex? Obviously, it's important for different reasons, right? So you might be a person where, because you're very physical and you've got needs, it's important to you in that sense. For other people, it might be more a commitment thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it holds a different value for me. Yeah. So that's why I can't have sex with any and everybody.
I can't, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the man said to you, you know what, I place the same value on sex as you, so I can't do it with other people as well.
Yeah.
Would that make you more comfortable to do it with him during the talking stage? Or do you feel like,
but remember,
I still need the security?
My situation is different though. My situation is always going to be different. Like, I'm holding out to marriage at this point. Cool. So my situation is built different. But I think with a lot of women though, from conversations I have with my friends and whatever else and whatever, a lot of it is about women feeling like I'm trusting the right person. Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like that, like we are here, like you get me, and this is not, you're not doing everything that you're doing. All of this isn't pretentious. You're not doing everything you're doing just to have sex with me. A lot of women, it is about that. It's about connection. It's about you being, them trusting that they can actually, that you guys can actually have sex, and you're gonna call me tomorrow, and not just, throw me to the wayside. But yeah, man, all the best parties involved.
Yeah, and I think as long as you're honest, innit? Because I'm very honest. Like if I'm dating a guy, I'll let you know that. Listen, you see me. If you're having if we're going down that road, it's not I don't do casual.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
I'm doing on first date.
Are you listening?
Ain't gonna be nothing casual about this.
Okay.
I make it very clear. So please, if it happens and I start to build a certain bond with you, you can't look at me like I'm crazy and be like, why? Do you know what I mean? Because I've let you know who I am. So you also are engaging in this with me because you understand where, potentially I want this to go. If that's not your intention, then don't do it.
Please pack it back and go.
Can I ask you girls a question? Yeah, women. Do you feel like if a man has a real good connection with you, right, and then he has sex with you, he would leave?
No,
do you know what it is?
Not all the time, no.
Nah, because you know what it is? Sometimes connection is just lust. Sometimes it's personal clarity. Now you've had the sex, then you realize there's nothing really exciting here.
Yeah. Forget those situations. I'm
so then what do we do?
Thank you very much. Louder.
So then what do we do?
There we go.
You gotta fuck around and find out.
Nah, I ain't got
time.
You gotta fuck around to find out.
I'm gonna let Jesus take the wheel. Wait, sorry, you're gonna ask?
No, I was just gonna say those situations aside, let's just say this is like a guy who at least to the best of your ability, you believe, right? There's a proper, genuine connection
yeah.
there. Do you feel like there's a chance he could leave after he has sex with you?
Do you know what the reality? What I've come to learn, I had to learn this the hard way, is that sometimes, things don't break off because there's no connection, whatever. There's other life factors that happen that cause it. Do you get me? So it's not necessarily that he's gonna, like, things are gonna break up with us because there's lack of connection or whatever it is. It's that there's other things, because the more you get to know someone, you realize whether in life, like beyond sex, right? There's other things you really got to be aligned on. Do you want to be married? Do you want to have kids? Do you want these things? Do you Like, there's so much more that happens as you go on in your relationship with somebody. Do you get what I mean? And that can be the reason why things end. And with me, that's why I just think let's get to the altar.
Because the reason why I'm asking that is because, like, I get that obviously, it's like, you're like, people may be, lack of a better word, scared that a man may, have sex with you and then just bounce, But if the genuine connection is there and he's not an insane person, right? Surely he values the connection of wanting to come back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, those who are leaving is because maybe you wasn't able to ascertain that there was a genuine connection between the both of you. You made a bad judgment call, potentially.
No, but I guess
some men are good at
some other women.
No, but some men are skilled at what they're doing. Some men are good at.
Bren, that's a word.
What you say, Brent? I don't know you.
That same connection could exist with several other women.
Yeah.
And when she
Next
finds
thing
out,
you know.
this is what you do.
Okay.
But I mean, in the talking stage, is he being bad by having that same with someone else?
It's hard to judge who's genuine if someone's good at what they're doing it. Because obviously, when you come from that mindset that, like I even said, like women have sex when they want, and men have sex when they can, and certain men understand that, and so certain men develop and hone certain skills in order to obtain pom pom, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And sometimes that could be different things, whether it be their status, money, rare. Some man is lies. You know what I'm trying to say? Some man, that's their go-to move. Lies, isn't it? And they'll be whoever you want them to be. Who say whatever you need to say and be whoever you need me to be and do whatever you need me to be, whatever hoops you need me to jump through, I'm gonna do them. But their intentions are disgenuine in the first place.
So you think that's the case for sex, though? A man will do that, all of that for sex.
Yes.
Wait.
100%.
If the standard is high, that high. So you get what I'm trying to say? Like, for example, like,
man is dog, man.
And he
man is
man is
dog.
wicked.
And gal is wicked. Don't mix it up. Don't mix it up.
You be patient with that one
feel like I've been
person who
told
has
off?
high standards, right?
Yeah.
Very patient because he has 5 different ones where he's just
This
getting
is
that
it.
Okay,
Come on,
cool.
man.
One of them's gonna crack at some point.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. But
Miles, can I just ask Miles one quick question, just to
Matt.
make sure we're aligned with this?
You're
I
really
think you
good
might
at
have
the
answered this in
math.
the
It's
video.
killing me.
yeah, man,
I can't hear
he's saying the
him.
book of the Lord I read.
One sec, go on, man.
Yeah, so like, okay, so say you're seeing a girl and like it's a vibe, you know what I mean? It's going all right. Would you? But let's say either directly or indirectly, you're aware that she's outside, she's still linking other things, whatever, she's doing her thing. But you're trying to build it, you're trying to do your thing with her still. Would you feel aware about that?
Have we put up them parameters? Have we had a conversation about like exclusivity, or are we just?
No, you're not exclusive.
I'm kind of like
she's
I'm on an
yeah.
ego and pride thing. I kind of wouldn't feel a way about it unless it affected me and her relationship. Like if I wanted to see her and she told me no because she was busy, but I knew she was going to link next man, that's fucking with me. We're not doing all that. If she picks me, if I'm the top boy over anything what she's doing, then I can live. I could be fine. But if not, then yeah, I suppose I got an issue with it. Don't be picking no man over me, man. I don't care what you're doing in your spare time. And again, even if you're allowed to, but when I talk, when I tell you come, you better forward. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's
Yeah, no, I hear that. Yeah.
Thanks. Massive caution.
All right, guys.
Thanks for the call, though, man.
Yeah, thanks for the call,
Thanks,
man.
Matt. Yeah, I thought ultimately you've honestly just got to just know where you're going, man, because it's difficult. Has to be so naive. Damn.
Do you guys? Last question. Do you guys feel like our forefathers were correct in waiting to have sex when you're married?
Yeah.
Because I think obviously before you were talking about patriarchy being the cause of why we see certain things, the purity and this and the third. But doesn't it come back to that where it's like, cool, if I'm waiting for us to get married till I have sex,
Yeah.
and I put that value on this, I'm expecting that maybe we're like-minded,
Yeah.
equally yoked, and so you waited too. And So
Yeah.
if I find out that you didn't, then
Yeah.
maybe we're not there mentally together.
Yeah.
But if we're all as a community in tune, thinking, you know what, the best thing for us long term, so we can get to know each other, so we can build and all these other things. And then we both know we've got the security.
Yeah.
And we've done our due diligence, hence us being, up at the altar.
Yeah.
Then we do it that way.
I think
Isn't everyone happy?
it's two different questions. So I do agree with waiting to sex for marriage. I feel like that's got more benefits than not, to be honest. That's why I get the whole talking stage sexless thing. Because again, for me, that has more benefits than not, right? I feel like being in tension with who it is that you're sleeping with has more benefits than not. But I think when I made the patriarchy point, that was in the fact that with virginity, it's placed on women more than it's placed on men.
Okay.
Like even male virgins in society can't really say they're virgins because they're laughed at, they're made fun of, they're not really seen as alpha male, they're not killies, right? Do you get what I mean? So that's what I'm speaking to in that it's a prize, it's a woman prize. It's like what a man should work for and all that kind of stuff. But I do believe there's more benefits than not. You've got to be intentional about who it is that you're sleeping with, man. You have to be. You really just have to be. Like wherever that setup is, whether you want to do in talking stage, whether you want to do it in relationship, marriage, or just in neither of all of those options, you still have to be. I feel like there needs to be some due diligence that's carried out before these things, because that's why we have way too many problems in society that really sex is at the root of. It's really at the root of it. So yeah.
Well, like I was saying, I put up a poll. I just want to read out the results quickly, right? So the question is, what's your thoughts on the sexless talking stage, getting to know each other with sex totally off the table until officially in a relationship, right? And these are the results. So the first one, 75% of people said this is an undervalued and overlooked benefit. 75% of people.
It's good.
15% of people said it's well-intentioned, but totally counterproductive.
It's Achilles.
There's some women there. Well, female Achilles, isn't it?
Female Achilles.
And 10% said, at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
Do you know what? I hear it, man.
Like
I
it's above
do.
me, honey.
It's rough out here.
It is. It's so rough out here. It's actually rough out here for everybody.
I literally say to
All
my friends
communities.
who are like married or like who are out of the game, I'm like, you don't understand
don't
how
even
lucky
know.
you are, you know, because there's so many things that you don't have to deal with, or like
Do you know I
all
love
these stupid conversations that everyone's having online. You're not having that because you're already in your
Like,
situation.
you can't relate.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, do you know what? Like, they must just be sitting on their sofa. You're like, oh, here they go again. Anyway, what are we gonna have for dinner? Like, do you get what I mean? It's so lit. I love people that know though. You know, you're like, oh, you don't. They're like, oh, I know. It's hard, man. But everyone you gotta protect yourself, man. Do what it is that works for you.
You're so lucky, man.
Thank you, bro. I thank God every day, you know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
It's given. I feel happy. I feel fulfilled.
I feel fulfilled. I never experienced it.
I never did.
That's my wedding vows.
Yeah, man. I feel like we've kind of exhausted the topic.
Love that for us. Let's get into our next headlines.
Starving like Marvin.
Now who?
Interesting.
You said marking.
This is how it starts.
I could use that.
Starving like Margin.
Listen, I could use that. What's wrong with Brett, man?
He knows what he's doing.
Listen, Brett just sits there and just
Brett,
clip,
he's responded. Oh, why did you delete it, you little pussy hole? No, as in Bob responded. What we said. But he's deleted it.
No, it's funny, man. All right, headlines.
All right, so apparently, a COVID inquiry has heard that the former health secretary, Matt Hancock, wanted to decide who should live and die if the NHS was overwhelmed. You guys heard that, yeah?
Yeah, I've been watching the inquiry, man.
There you go. So yeah, man, the revelation came to light in evidence presented by Sir Simon Stevens, who's a former NHS England chief. In his witness statement, he said that Mr. Hancock thought he, not doctors or the public, should decide who to prioritise if hospitals became overwhelmed. So Simon said, fortunately, this horrible dilemma never crystallised. He told the inquiry that the Secretary of State for Health and Social Care took the position that in this situation, he, rather than say the medical profession or the public, should ultimately decide who should live and who should die. He also added, I certainly wanted to discourage the idea that an individual Secretary of State, other than in the most exceptional circumstances, should be deciding how care would be provided. I felt we were well served by the medical profession in consultation with patients to the greatest extent possible in making those decisions. Sir Simon also rejected suggestions by the then Prime Minister Boris Johnson made in his witness statement, which has already been handed into the inquiry, that it was very frustrating to be forced into lockdown because the NHS and social care had failed to get a grip with the decades-old problem of delayed discharges.
I don't believe them that that never actually materialized. I don't believe them because they kept banging on about how this is going on, this is going on. I just don't believe them. And I'll be honest, I'm sure people are shocked. I just thought I thought that was everyone knew. I just thought, I thought
It did feel like that, innit?
Yeah.
Well, our next headline. Yesterday, we briefly kind of mentioned that Rishi Sunak had this whole conference meeting to do with AI, right? So this headline is related to that. So deadly robots can climb trees, AI friends, and work less future were amongst the topics as Rishi Sunak sat down with Elon Musk. So Elon Musk came down to Downing Street, right? The Prime Minister held a highly unusual in-conversation event with the billionaire X and Tesla owner at the end of this week's Summit on Artificial Intelligence. Throughout the wide-ranging and chummy discussion, Mr. Musk held court as the Prime Minister asked most of the questions. The pair talked about how London was a leading hub for the AI industry and how the technology could transform learning. But the chat apparently took some darker turns too, with Mr. Sunak recognizing the anxiety of people who have got jobs being replaced, and the pair agreeing on the need for a referee to keep an eye on the supercomputers of the future. The tech investor and inventor, Mr. Musk, has put money into AI firms and has employed the technology in his driverless Tesla cars, but he's also on a record about his fears that it could threaten society and human existence itself. So when he was speaking to the audience, he said there's a safety concern, especially with humanoid robots. At least a car can't chase you into a building or up a tree. Mr. Sunak, who's keen to see investment in the UK's growing tech industry, replied, "You're not selling this. It's not every day you see the Prime Minister of a country interviewing a businessman like Elon Musk," but Mr. Sunak seemed happy to play host to his famous guest. And our last headline, apparently China is cracking down on weather stations that it says are spying for foreign countries. The country's civilian spy agency, the Ministry of State Security, said on Tuesday that it had discovered hundreds of what it said were illegal meteorological stations with foreign links that were sending real-time weather data right abroad to obviously these foreign nations. The facilities were found across more than 20 provinces, and some of them were directly funded by foreign governments. This according to the ministry, who said this in a statement on social media. Some stations were set up around sensitive sites such as military bases and defense companies to locate altitude and GPS data. Others were placed in major grain producing regions to analyze crop growth and grain yield. Again, according to the ministry, it noted that some of the devices were small, easy to install, and hard to detect, and could automatically collect data and transmit over a network in real time. Some stations transmitted real-time information to official meteorological agencies overseas at high frequency and at multiple points for a long period of time. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the headlines. The ministry, by the way, also didn't mention any of these foreign countries that were involved, but they claimed obviously there were quite a few of them. But yeah, it's time to pay the bills.
Lovely. Let's get into some word on road. Assault. Thank you. Hold on, what am I doing? Okay, I reported a while ago that Lady Leshur was going to court. She'd been arrested. There was a whole thing about her allegedly attacking her ex-girlfriend's partner. About her allegedly attacking her ex-girlfriend's partner. It was a case of she basically was being charged on 2 counts of actual bodily harm. Basically, what it was being alleged was that she hit her hand. So all these H's, my Yoruba is fighting. She hit her hand so hard that she had like a nerve damage or something like that. Well, sister been found not guilty, man. Not guilty, and she even got a justice tattoo to commemorate that. But basically, and I'm happy for her, man, because that's deep. But she basically posted on Instagram and said, "For the past year, I've been battling a court case from people that accuse me of stalking, harassing, and biting them, but I was the victim. I was attacked and bitten by a dog and made out to be the aggressor. For a whole year, people have deserted me, dropped me from deals." Sorry. I'm sneezing.
I'm going to provide you context.
No, please. It's so It's so
Give me a
funny.
second.
This is a serious.
It's so hilarious.
Seriously?
Give me a second.
Okay, all right. I was attacked and bitten by a dog and made out to be the aggressor. For a whole year, people have deserted me, dropped me from deals, and didn't want to work with me anymore. For a whole year, I've had no income. For a whole year, I've had to be silent and let articles and the media slander and defame my character. Today has been Judgment Day. I'm shaking whilst I write this. My brand career has been ruined regardless, no matter the outcome. But at least I have a clean record and can finally get on with my life. Hashtag justice is served. Hashtag not guilty. Hashtag calm in spirit. And hashtag God is great. And she had a purple suit on, which is the color for like domestic violence and awareness.
That's tough, man. You see, like when you get stained with those kind of things, does it actually mess you up forever, regardless of the result?
Yeah, because she
I
ain't
think
got
so, yeah. Sometimes it does.
Yeah, 'cause
She got dropped from
her deals
was
and
it
stuff.
L'Oreal or one
Oh,
of
the
these?
View Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you know what it is? Because basically, do you know the problem with Marks is that so when an accusation goes out, not everyone tunes in to hear the verdict.
So,
Do you get what I mean?
now she's clean, then brands just won't touch her again still.
I reckon they will though.
You think they'll come back?
I think no.
tough, man. That's
I think
fucked up.
I think it will. I think because it's the UK. I think there's a good way. If she's got a good manager, I think there's a good way to spin this.
But I
I
think,
hope
do you
you're
know what
right,
it
man.
is? I think it won't come straight away though, and unfortunately there's always going to be the stigma that's attached to her.
Yeah. But you know what
That's
it is
what
as
the
well?
problem is.
Because
Right, man.
I think because of what it was she was accused of, like I hate to say it, but when it comes to trigger warning, when it comes to stuff like sexual assault, when it's a man with woman, the consequences are greater than if it's domestic violence with two women. Like people don't, and it's crazy because some people actually don't think that you can have domestic violence in lesbian relationships, and it's like, nah, you absolutely can. So unfortunately, because people don't take this thing seriously, that might end up being fortunate for her. But I think with the UK though, I feel like with the UK, it's different to America. Do you get me? But I feel like with the UK, I reckon she'd be fine because this was on TV and all sorts.
She should get compensation. Everything
Well,
that
there
she
you have
lost
it
there,
then.
the
Yeah, but she
person
didn't
who's
work.
lying,
Did
who's
she be
lying
the one
should
to
able
pay for that?
See, that's an American flow. If that was the case in America, that person getting sued. isn't
Oh,
100%,
you're
that's
getting
what
sued
happened.
out your.
Yeah.
That's what should happen.
Your
Yeah.
You can't be
boots.
ruining
Mate.
people's lives like this, man.
Never work in this town again. I love that saying so much, you know. This is another trigger warning.
Before you move on,
Yeah.
let's lighten up the mood before we.
No, please.
Why? What happened?
Look at the picture, please, on screen. Because I have cried real tears because that's what he just said.
Who said that?
Marv!
Marv,
He actually done it and was like, you can have him.
This is why you unsent the message like.
No, I think he unsent it because the edit wasn't done correctly.
Precisely.
So he went and redid it.
Do you know what's killing me though? Do you know one thing I appreciate though that he did?
What, the
Like
nice
you
pictures?
actually nice pictures.
Yeah, he did.
You are actually looking like you're going on date night.
That's what's so
It
funny.
looks like a
Step
date
like
night.
Literally.
I love that. Yeah, well,
That is hilarious.
love you, Marv. But I guess it's above you at this point.
The kiss over.
That's just
It's over.
You're one.
Until my clip is up.
You are in it. I know you.
Of course he is.
Of course you
course
are.
he is.
I'm not gonna lie. The ebony and ivory thing.
It's giving. It's giving, man.
Ivory, you know.
Well, it ain't me.
That's what I asked someone the other day when they said
No,
that.
it's a Clara.
It's a Clara.
Yeah.
But every I'm saying, whoa.
He's like, who ivory? That's like, well, it damn sure ain't me.
Well, they do what it do.
Let's get back into that.
Sorry.
All right, let's get back.
She said
We
into
should have
the
done
darkness.
after this tea. But basically, right? Is it Suge Knight?
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight. Suge. That's it. He is out here in jail talking about a
Funny,
collect call podcast.
Out in jail.
Yeah. No, because his words are out here. He's causing damage out here while he's in there. He's got a podcast called Collect Call.
He's got a podcast.
He's got a podcast. That's what I'm saying. He's out here in jail. This is what I'm saying. And it's called Collect Call. Because I guess there's limited time when the phone rings for the content. He's got a podcast. Anyways, well, he has, on his podcast, he basically spoke about Akon. Trigger warning, please. He's basically alleging that Akon was out here sleeping with underage girls.
Damn.
Yeah. Because I don't know. Is he someone that can be trusted?
You should.
Yeah.
I mean, he ran over a man.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, if you're doing a podcast, is this what you want to use a podcast? Like, this is the tea you have on a podcast kind
How
of
does he
thing?
know this anyway?
I don't even know. I don't have a clue. But yeah, he basically saying that that he allegedly slept with a 13-year-old.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
That young?
That young.
Oh, no.
That's what he's saying.
That's
But,
a catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah, but Akon is saying that with a lawsuit. He basically is he's gonna sue him essentially. He says, he basically says that he was actually raping young girls in the studio. But Akon has said that he said, I need to make it very clear that I absolutely deny these outrageous, false and disgusting claims Suge Knight made on his podcast about me. I've never called, received or had any contact with Suge since he has been incarcerated. My voice you heard on this podcast, apparently there was a soundbite. My voice you heard on this podcast was a soundbite previously recorded from an interview I did with DJ Vlad 3 years ago regarding Suge Knight in 2009. I've never been a guest on Suge's podcast. I always believe in building positivity into the world, and my actions and legacy have spoken to that. It's unfortunate that I have to defend myself from these lies, and I will be involving my legal team in filing a defamation lawsuit against Mr. Knight. My prayers for him will still continue. I mean, now that he said that, what's it called? Now that he said that he played a little snippet of Akon talking about him and whatnot. It's a bit revengeful, but can you even sue someone that's in jail? Like, what could he have that you're gonna get?
Maybe his assets. I don't know.
Nah. Is he in there forever?
He's in there for murder, no?
Yeah, but is it like, how many years is it at some point
He's
gonna get
there
out?
for bare long though.
Is it?
Like something like 20-something years or something?
Wow. And he's old looking. Okay, well, that's that on that. Okay, so Megan Thee Stallion has got a new song out called Cobra. And the internet is in disarray.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that Sauce Santana did when he did that? I can't remember now the lyric, but it's so funny. But anyways, so one of her lyrics, well, a line in the thing. Well, people are putting 2 and 2 together in it. Whether they're getting 4 or they're getting 21, I don't know.
It's
I don't know if
alleged.
we ever know. We don't know. It's all alleged kind of thing. But she basically said one of the bars in there says, pulled up, caught him cheating, getting his dick sucked in the same spot I'm sleeping. Lord, give me a break. I don't know how much more of this shit I can take. So essentially, the song is basically her like opening up how she's feeling, talking about losing her parents, because she lost her parents, lost her grandma, got shot, lost her friend. Like, it's just, honestly, to be honest, this girl is one of God's strongest soldiers because wow, she's been for a lot. But people have taken those lyrics and put it together with Pardi. Who knows? Who actually knows whether it's Pardi? But obviously, because they're not together, people are just assuming that that's what it was and whatever. And yeah, man, so the hotties are showing up and showing out and fighting for her, man. But we'll see if Pardi, because Pardi is a talker. That's the thing. You start dating a guy, he don't talk much. Next thing you know, he's enjoying the clout too much. Now he's talking.
Doing interviews.
Now he's doing interviews.
And podcasts.
Podcasts, sis. Are him doing tell-all in his music. But I'm sure at some point, Pardi, I don't think Megan's going to be the one to care to clean anything up. So I will let you know what Pardi says over the weekend on Monday. Because one thing about a man, he going to talk. So there's that. Also, Marks talked about academics yesterday. He didn't talk about academics. Gave Sauce Santana done here yesterday. and academics featured in that.
No,
but what he said was wild, though.
Huh?
I said,
because
what
you're here.
Sauce Santana said is wild.
It's
though.
wild, 100%.
Because the crazy thing is,
she's crazy.
Do you know why that's annoying? Because if it was the other way around and a man said that to a woman, like,
all right, Kelisha, because your man said the same thing. That's what I said. But I agree with that. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. But what I also agree with though is that academics is a pussy. He's a pussy that's like a bitch.
Yeah.
So
we know that.
But do you know how you know though? Like how you know that you are a bitch ass
somebody.
You are a bitch ass is when even Queen Latifah is out here retweeting shit about you being a bitch ass.
Oh, no.
Queen Latifah. I don't hear sis talk about nothing. Sis just minds her business with her nice silk pressed hair that is so healthily blonde and just keeps it moving. But basically she reposted something that said, this wasn't her words, but someone put this out and she reposted it on her story. Queen Latifah, she don't really be caring for stuff. But anyway, she said, it's crazy this is what the post said, sorry, not Queen Latifah, this is what the post said. It's crazy to me how a DJ Akademiks is crying, scared to say anything to Sauce Santana because he's a gay man and he's scared of getting cancelled, but has said some of the most outlandish, vile, disrespectful and demeaning things to black women with absolutely no fear whatsoever. Brings me back to Malcolm X's quote, the most disrespected, unprotected and neglected person in America is the black woman. And that's why my empathy was capped for him. I agree 100% what Saucy said was disgusting. And that is that is sexual assault. Like that can't be discussed or disagreed with or anything like that. However, Saucy said, pull up outside so we can fight because you're out here bullying black women on the internet. He's been bullying Glorilla and bullying Young Miami. And so Saucy Santana said, pick on someone your own size. And you know they're the same size, so let's go outside.
He talks about Freddie Gibbs. He talks about
the same
Meek
size.
Mill. It's not just women. It's easy to frame it like that, but he's got beef with other rappers. It's not just the women he's chatting.
Yeah, but
shit
he
about.
doesn't have
shit about anybody on his
Yeah,
platform.
but he doesn't have the energy for the same women. When men tell him to shut up, he shuts up. He does. He's a bitch. He does.
But he was talking about like Little Reese and all them Chicago guys for a long time, you know. Like,
He
And they
was
call him
saying that
Massage,
he's safe in his house and he's got security.
There you go. And then what's his name? And Saucy said, go step outside a little bit. You ain't got to step all the way outside, just 1 foot.
but Saucy, I can't even call him Saucy. Like Santana, yeah.
It's Santana. Saucy Santana.
Santana.
People's
Santana.
names.
Saucy.
No, I can't.
Saucy Santa.
He's saucy as heck.
But Santana. Hey, no disrespect. Ain't he like a heavyweight though? Like if he's fighting,
So what's academics?
he's a small guy
Academics
though.
is
Man.
not a size 2.
Wait,
Ain't
you're,
Academics a small guy?
no, to me they're like they're age weights.
They're
Serious?
weight size.
Oh, man,
They're
man,
weight mates.
Maybe I got them.
You
wrong.
really
you
have.
did, that's what I said.
Saucy
Sorry,
Santana is
sorry,
not
guys.
that big, you know.
Listen.
Oh, is
That's
it?
why I said
No.
Saucy said, what's it called? Pick on someone your own size.
Man said
Okay.
he got big dick energy.
What? What?
You mistook his weight and his
No,
size
no.
because of the energy he was exuding.
man.
I don't think about Santana.
I don't think about it.
Not at all.
But yeah, man. So this is it. So Saucy said, step outside, and now you're on Twitch crying about it. Okay. Anyway,
And he really did cry, you know.
he was
That
crying,
really
man.
was hilarious.
But you
I'm not lying.
Gina, but you know what it is that he was
Funny, man.
crying. Yeah, he's crying about he can't say what he wants to say because he's gonna get cancelled. And the thing is, I actually feel like everyone would have got because people were cooking Saucy Santana for saying that what you said is essay, whatever. But the issue is that where academics could have leaned on that and let Saucy get cooked is you came on there to say the things that you really want to say. You can't say it because you're gonna get cancelled. So you're gonna be homophobic. There we are. So now you've lost all the empathy that could have been given to you.
What spun me is when you said that Saucy said that when he's older, he's going to get married to a woman.
Yeah, so Saucy has said, I don't know if it was a joke or not, but Saucy Santana has said that when he gets older, he's going to settle down with a wife and have kids.
So he's
I
not
blame
gay.
He is
women.
gay.
I blame women for this because they just enable all this
Yeah,
kind of
100%.
behavior and all this fuckeries and just stupidness, and it's just so annoying that I even know. who
Someone
this
can't even make a
person
joke
is.
anymore.
No, the fact that this guy even exists and as I hate that I even know this person. Like, if he's gonna do his
That's
foolishness,
academics you're
just do
looking
it.
at.
I'm looking at Santana. It's a joke. It's disgusting.
Anyway, big up Saucy Santana.
Big up Saucy.
Material girl. And then can you imagine?
Sorry.
I want his hair.
Excuse
Lady Jack, because they know I'm the truth.
And
Material
it's because
girl.
it's cheap to be annoying, like, because obviously anybody can do whatever they want to do in their spare time. It's not nobody's place to judge. Live how you want to live. But
It's not annoying.
it is to prop up like that and then tell man you're gonna punch them up and then chop them and all that, like, and just the audacity and then getting support by all these women, like, and it's just ridiculous.
And he made him
No,
cry,
but
man.
that's the issue. But the issue is that though, everyone would have been because people were cooking Saucy Santana. They were. But the issue is that when you then come back and your comeback is that the things I want to say I can't say because I'm gonna get cancelled.
When he was calling him all types of names on his stream, so I want to know what more he wanted to say.
He wanted to say some words that would have got him cancelled, and I wish he had said it so he could have finally just be out of here. Stop seeing his little chipmunk looking ass every day.
But what made him cry? Having to hold it back or what?
No, that's what they tell you. They
he
tell
just
you that,
scared?
oh yes, because I'm so angry, I'm crying. No.
You think he was scared for his life though?
It definitely was. Because the thing is, I'll be honest with you, Saucy Santana don't play. Saucy Santana will whoop that ass.
You can't have conversations
For
with people
real.
like that, though, man.
For real.
No.
You can't what?
Can't have conversations with people like that.
What with Saucy Santana?
You can't do it.
No, but that's the thing. Saucy Santana, she wasn't trying to. He's not trying to talk.
That's what I'm saying. But
So
like,
exactly. So there's no conversation to be had.
no, what I mean is like academics should have just those people you just leave alone.
But you know what's mad though? We're moving as if academics is somebody that for the most part of the year has sense. Do you know what I mean? Like we're moving as though academics is like, I don't know, Joe Biden or something. This is a silly person that people threaten to beat up all the time. It should be useless. What are you crying for? What are you crying? You get threats all the time. Apparently you cuss men too, isn't it? I'm sure Meek Mill and them would have cussed you back. Were you crying then? Don't be crying now because your ass is really scared you're going to get beat up. Nah, man, keep that same energy. Anyway, right? We really are living in upside down. Would you believe the audacity that someone's trying to sue Mariah Carey $20 million for All I Want for Christmas?
How?
On
After
what
she-
grounds?
Bro. So obviously, after Halloween was done, 1st of November, the Queen posted a video out and she said it was it's time video. She
does it every
Do you
year,
think you
innit?
can find it?
Yeah, she does.
It was really sick though, but I loved like the whole getting her out of the ice and it's sick.
She's defrosting, basically.
Defrosting. It's like, this is my time. These guys are out here talking about they want to sue her for 20 million pounds.
But why though?
Basically, they're saying that she ripped off their song. So the guy called Andy Stone and Troy Powers, hear this though. They're saying she ripped off their song. But also though, this is not the first time they tried to sue her.
Yeah.
They tried to do it last year.
They do it all the time.
Yeah, they did it last year, but then they withdrew it. So now they're working up again. And now they're trying to add more.
I mean, this song isn't new. Like, this song has been around
How many
for
years?
over 20
1993.
years. Literally 20 years. So how is it now that you've woken up and realised that she ripped off your... Do you know what I mean?
But that's the thing though, but you did this, we've done this dance, man. Stop being silly.
I want to know how she ripped off their song. What's their song?
The song is actually called All I Want for Christmas.
That song's got some staying power, man.
real.
Because I don't even get bored of hearing it.
Yeah, their song is
Like,
All I Want for
when
Christmas
it comes
is
to
You as
Christmas
well.
time, like she let her cook.
Let her
man.
cook. Let her. You see her.
That rhythm goes off.
And then what's it called Michael Bublé? Michael Bublé is the UK version of Mariah. Let's do it. Let's run up the charts, guys.
Michael Bubble.
Michael Bubble. I love it, man.
Sorry, I was
This is
stretching.
her season. But yeah, their song is called All I Want for Christmas Is You, and it was released 4 years before Mariah's one. And they're saying that this is it.
Oh, knock it off. We're tired.
No one cares, man. Mariah is queen of Christmas. Do you know how lit it is to actually have one song and you're just guaranteed
That just pays your life. Like,
every Christmas?
I would not do anything else in life.
Do you know how
I
mad that
just
is?
live on a yacht.
Literally shaking my ass and that's it.
And then when it comes to November, I'll do frosting.
Hey, baby, I'm back. I'm back. I've
And
woken
take
up.
bookings and viewings and
Nah, she's
whatever.
queen for that, man. That is different.
That's legacy right
That's
there. though.
legacy. That's because I don't see any song X Factor been trying since I was a kid trying to knock it off the charts. You can't. I don't think she's ever like had not been number one for the season. Consistent number one. And she does Vegas residencies and whatnot. Yeah, man, Sissy's living her best life.
Boy.
Living her best life.
You know, the tune slaps still. I'm just
Listen.
thinking about it now. The tune's
It's
rhythm's
vibe.
cold.
It's such a tune.
And it's got, do you know what it is for me? Yeah, it's the levels. You've got
Yes.
the slow intro, the acapella, then it starts, and then you got it's just,
it's like 1 minute
it's
we're here,
layers,
we're
man.
down here, then
It's
it's
a
like a little
vibe.
thin. Oh, big Mariah, man.
yeah.
Big up Mariah. But yeah, man, obviously they're not gonna win the lawsuit because that's silly. But I will keep you guys updated. God forbid we really are in the upside down and they actually win. That'd be crazy. But anyways, that is all from me today. Let's get into the People's Journal.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. So, I'll be waiting for this, man. Interest rates have been held at 5.25% by the Bank of England. Remember last month I mentioned that the Bank of England, for the first time after basically 14 consecutive increases, they decided to remain at 5.25%. Well, this is the second consecutive time now where they decided not to increase the base rate in this country. So it's been held at 5.25%. Last month it was close though. So basically there's 9 people on the panel who decide and the vote was 5-4, right? This month is 6-3 in favor of keeping it as it is. So it's positive. It's positive. There are a few things that, this kind of, kind of affects like in regular life, right? This is just to say that the growth forecasts for this year, for next year and 2025 have now been cut, right? So what they're saying is that they're expecting zero growth for 2024. Obviously, that's better than minus. You know what I'm saying? That's better than the economy contracting. Also, according to the Bank of England's predictions, the government, they're saying will meet their target of halving inflation by the end of the year. So remember Sunak, this was one of Sunak's 5 pledges. He came out and said, listen, inflation's crazy and my biggest thing is cutting inflation by half. Bank of England are basically saying they're on target to hit that by the end of the year. So obviously that's a good look. What they are saying though is long term, the overall target of reducing inflation to 2% it may take longer than previously expected, but still half inflation by the end of this year. Beautiful, and they believe it will happen. Obviously, the Bank of England governor Andrew Bailey is also saying like there's no room for complacency. Let's not get too excited. Inflation is still high, so we can't, you know what I mean, like think about reducing these rates now. So again, just keeping it as it is, 5.25% is cool, but he doesn't really know when it'll be on the table for actually reducing the rates down to, let's just say 5%, for example. So yeah, man, some positivity there. Last thing I wanted to mention is basically iPhone, man. Are you guys gonna buy the new iPhone?
No.
Thinking of doing it this
I
year?
only got this one this year.
No, my phone's fairly new.
I don't bow down to
Oh yeah,
capitalism.
both of you guys got the 14s, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Mars, you're talking about getting a new one, isn't it?
I bought one yesterday.
Yeah, 15, yeah?
No chance.
Which one did you get?
Spending all that stupid money. I'm always like free back. I've got a 12, man. I'm happy. I'm comfortable. I live with my 12. I keep the 12 till like the 20 comes out. And then
That's
I'll
good though, man.
then I'll get a 15.
There you have it.
That's good though, man.
It's just all the same shit, huh?
How much you pay for it?
150 Great British pounds.
That's terrible.
150?
That's terrible for a 12.
For a brand new phone.
Sorry.
It's not brand new, it's 12.
It does not give you.
Is it brand new?
No, but it's like a brand new 12.
Girls,
Was
yeah.
it used?
Why do you, no, hold on, why don't you just add an extra and be updated
What's
so that then there's more, as in like maybe get a 14 and then so you can use that for longer.
But how much they cost?
14 is expensive
It's
though.
not killing
You got it for £150.
You got bumped.
Did he?
£150.
150 for 12.
For iPhone though, but
For 12.
how much do you think it is?
That should at least be.
How much is that iPhone? Am I
70.
going crazy?
No,
could
go
be
on
60.
Amazon right now.
you
and
it's
see.
not.
You can let him talk. Don't let him raise his voice and chat shit. Just because he's saying it doesn't mean anything. Just ignore him.
Where'd you get it from a friend?
Huh?
Where'd you get it from a friend?
Of course.
150.
But how much? But
That's
what is
cheap.
12? But what is the selling price?
Google how much a 12 is now. Google it and put it on the screen so everyone can see why you're such an idiot. Go on, do it.
I buy myself on eBay, innit? So,
Even check eBay though, but
yeah, hold on.
can't get no 12
Let me
for.
see. £150 for a 12 is ridiculous.
Go on, check how much
No,
it
but
costs.
I'm thinking like that's a great discount, isn't it?
It's a great deal.
Yeah,
No,
Exactly.
for 12.
Yes.
Check how much they cost.
For any phone, £120 or £150.
I spent that.
Ooh.
I said, ooh.
Yeah,
Put it bring on the screen.
imagine.
Bring it on the screen.
Wait.
Go on.
God damn.
Go on.
So patience.
Win this one. It says 306. It says 266. It says 339. So that's a ballpark, right?
Are they
So
used
some
or
people-
like brand new?
These probably would be used.
But his is brand new though, isn't it?
It isn't.
It
can't be.
It can't be. Probably not.
Oh, so what are we doing this for?
And
Then?
you got it from a
Friend
friend,
it to
innit?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well then
So,
you got bumped for 150.
100%.
How?
I thought
though?
brand
Level of
new.
used.
No.
Did you get all the accessories?
I got all the accessories.
Well, like a
Did
charger.
they give it to you in a plastic bag?
You know they come in a box.
This
They
guy.
came in a Ziploc.
He is trying it. That is good. That's good. That's good money to me. I didn't want to spend
I
any
wouldn't
money.
spend so much on a 12.
That's not so much. All
And I used 12 as that. At that.
Yeah.
right. Well,
Cat, man.
Because I thought it was a brand new 12, and I thought, oh, then that's cool because in my mind, extra 50, I could get the 14, which is like you know,
You can't get a
you can't get a 14 for £200.
you can't get a 12 for 100. What did he just read? You basically got a
12. He was
but you got
talking
a half
about 12,
price.
that's
That's good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
what's the
I'm
one?
sorry. Are we not upside down? I'm saying, yeah, you got a great discount for a 12, £150.
Yeah.
So had you wanted to get the 14, in my mind, you will also get a great discount.
Yeah.
They never
Right.
had.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
No, they
So
never
what
had.
I'm saying
they
is
never
that
had,
if
No, it don't work like that. They never had the 14.
Who's
That.
they?
No,
Whoever I got
she
it.
knows.
is this giving? you know it's giving. Do you watch everybody hates Chris? It's giving risky. I got the trunk.
What's the battery life saying?
Oh,
Healthy?
okay. Brother, I'm happy with what I spent.
To be honest, is he happy? You're happy, to be honest.
You know what I'm
This is
saying?
it.
Yeah.
Let me not project.
14s are like over £1,000, isn't it? Like well over £1,000.
Yeah, but that's why I was shocked and I was like, iPhone 12 for £150.
But this is mash tongue marks though.
But that's what
I don't know why you
exactly-
even spending money. Why are you spending money? Is
I'm sure
It's
someone
status.
should just give it to me, innit?
yes, you should have just said that, and then people are hey, go Mags,
I always-
go Mags.
Should put
Someone-
that into the Achilles fair.
If someone wants to give me a newer one, I'll take it. So, we'll do that.
Well, I only mentioned iPhones because they announced that they've reached a new record, man, due to high demand in China, man. They've sold more than they've ever sold. So Apple
In the same place where Hawaii was created.
Say again?
Remember
Yes,
that? They've got their brand.
Yeah, exactly.
They fell off, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not much more to the story, to be fair. Just that obviously in the emerging markets, in China, people love the iPhone, and that's what basically has increased their sales. That's it, really. A total of $43.8 billion was raised from iPhone sales alone, right, after price increases and the launch of the iPhone 15. Starting price for those of you who are interested is, for the Pro Max anyway, is $1,200 or $1,200. You guys, do you ever buy your phone outright or always get it contract?
I do.
Outright?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get my phone separately,
Okay.
but I just finance it because it's free.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So I'll
I
get it from
finance mine.
Apple and I'll just finance it.
Yeah, my SIM only is £10.
Yeah, and I pay SIM only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a SIM only
Much
thing, and I
better.
just get phones.
That's good. That's good.
Because that contract, you pay for that phone 50 times. And for what?
This is
As in like
Is that
the,
much of
This
it?
is
Thing
as
is
in a
£10.
network. Yeah, my SIM only is £10.
That's quality. I think mine's like maybe like 17 or something. Or
And what do you get?
I've got like
I've got,
unlimited.
I've got a website that gives you really, really good deals.
I got a dope. I got my SIM card's dope. They phoned me and tried to get it back from me the other day. I was
It
like,
was admin error.
I was like, nope. They're like,
Too
you
late.
only use how many megabytes? You don't need all that internet. Shut
Don't worry
up.
about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah? Are you stupid? I need unlimited internet. I never know when I'm gonna need megabytes. You get me?
It's fair though, because you can use it abroad now. Because with O2, they allow you to use, so I've got 50 gig, but they allow me to use 25 when I'm abroad and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you can
So
use half of it.
50 gigs is okay every month for you?
Yeah, because I'm everywhere with Wi-Fi. Even right now, I'm
This
on
is
Brent's
it.
Wi-Fi.
This is it, yeah.
At home, I'm on Wi-Fi as well. The only time is, well, I can't say the only time, but it gets used. Excuse me?
50 gigs is a lot, you know.
It's a lot.
Especially with Wi-Fi though.
It's like,
But
okay.
this is why people are overpaying, because you try to get the 200 gig, the unlimited.
I think
and
it's
you
silly,
don't,
man.
you don't
And that's
ever
why
use
they're all
it.
in my
That's
business.
why they
'cause
try
I
to
use
exactly.
Wi-Fi everywhere I go, and they're saying,
This is
rude
it.
boy, you don't need
This
is it.
all this internet. I said, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But yeah, that's it for the People's Journal.
Lovely. Thank you. Headlines. Get into headlines.
Okay, so our next headline, we did speak about this guy when this first came on the scene, and this is about the former crypto tycoon Sam Bankman-Fried.
Sorry. Is it an ick for you women if a guy says he's on gift gaff? A big man.
Or Tesco.
No, you know.
Welcome to.
That's got,
You're on Tesco.
no, not at all.
You
No,
sure?
it's
It's
not. It's
suspicious.
just. You know what it is?
Yeah,
It's
just
not.
a good deal.
It's not an ick, because one of my friends is, and every time it goes to voice was like gift gaff, and I'm like, bro, at your age. But I guess they offer like cheaper, aren't they? Like,
Do you know
cheaper
why it's not
contracts?
ick for me as well? Because a lot of these networks anyway, they're under like O2. I think GiveGaff is O2. Is that powered by O2 or something like
yeah.
that? But it's not an ick. Ick is when you. Never mind.
No, go on. Ick is when you what?
Ick is when you're trying to talk to me and you're texting me, but all I see is green, baby.
Oh, Android.
Yeah, what are we doing here? I can't even send you no gifts. No, you don't get to know. You don't get to enjoy the full extent of my funny.
No facts. I can't. How
Show
can
me
I
underselling
can't
me.
FaceTime you.
Rick, what does
I
that
ain't
mean?
doing WhatsApp video. You're
Why?
right.
What's the difference?
No, no one's in WhatsApp video. That is such an ick.
Yeah, I only do that with people in prison.
You're
man.
defo.
WhatsApp
That is a
video
recipe
just-
for a
Lou just
sexless.
try WhatsApp video, call me, brother. Actually, now he's got an iPhone now as well. Though. I just clocked-
See, FaceTime is easier
Why is it easier though?
because FaceTime is just easy. Like, if I want to sit on hours for FaceTime,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit on hours for WhatsApp video.
That's horrid.
What's
Can you
the
even leave the
difference?
app while you're on the video now?
Yeah.
They've updated it now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. No, it's so icky. It's the green. I don't like anything that's green. All the shops that have green in them, as the Morrison's, it's not in my vibe. Unless when I work with TD, of course, it's my vibe. Always my vibe.
Where's snobs? Do the line
it's not my
renewals
thing.
really make a difference? Because for real, if I hit someone up and it's like, oh, Tesco Mobile, I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? There's a part of me that's like, oh, what are you doing? But it's all the same shit though, really, isn't it?
It really
Oh,
is.
Damn.
Doesn't
I don't know,
matter. Like
to me,
her to
it's
like her.
Okay.
Oh my god.
She said, what?
Like a bad decision.
What you got?
Say
Bad,
bad-
what, you got bad
Yeah.
credit. You can't get a normal
I
line.
don't know
rental.
if it's bad credit or
Ooh, I
what.
never thought of that.
You can't get a normal line. You can't get a normal line, so you might have bad credit.
No.
Oh, it's tough out here, man.
By the way, this isn't. I don't know if this is true. I'm
Because
padding.
I was gonna say was that like,
Please don't quote me.
because I think part of why I
I
don't
beg.
care is like, oh, because I know they got money. So I'm like, oh, like it's not a thing. You're not doing it because times are hard or anything like that.
Wouldn't that scream stingy though?
No, because you ain't stingy with me. That's all right.
Okay.
You stingy with everything else. So that I see that as a smart man that's going to lead our family to greatness and good empire building.
This is it.
Except the stingy man, he's just stingy, man. Say no to stingy man.
That's a Tesco mobile on an Android. Oh, it's tough.
Like you're
That's
double,
a double,
like you're double,
it's double
down,
homicide.
like, literally double homicide.
Look at the Android users there.
No,
if he's fine enough, I can film it.
No, let's not big them up.
Because you know, we have to go to WhatsApp, and I hate with every fiber of my body. I hate WhatsApp so much. I always say to guys like, text me. If you WhatsApp me, then you're not serious about getting to know me. If you're WhatsApping me, we're not gonna get anywhere. We cannot build a relationship with foundation being WhatsApp.
What's the equivalent on Apple? Is it iMessage?
Yeah.
So what? Can you do statuses and all that on iMessage as well?
No,
but now you can have profile pictures and all that kind of crap.
Okay.
And now you can share details. So if I put my phone next to Gina's, it would swap our contacts. This is a good way to meet
Use your
people.
WhatsApp stories.
I only hear me out. I only
He's
do.
got the ick already.
No, because it gives me the ick here. But I only do when I do an event or something here.
Yeah,
and
I was thinking to post about my show
No, you should.
on there.
That's what I do.
I might
So,
do that
because-
obviously you just want to get it everywhere you can. innit?
yeah. That's the only
But in
time
my
I do
spare
it.
time, don't do that.
She sold it to you, yeah?
No, I would do. I've done that from before. If I've got something
Brent,
promoted, I'll put it up there.
Brent said you are weak in the knees. Stand up.
No, literally, only if I'm like promoting something or my event or anything like that, I'll put it on there because I want everyone to see it. And also, I've got a lot of international friends who aren't on, and my aunties and stuff. You know, my aunties in Ghana, they always message my mum, "Oh my God, I saw Georgina's status." Like, it's really cute. So that's the only
really
time I will never, on a normal day today, absolutely not. And people that do, I'm just like, how old is he?
Some people link their statuses to Instagram stuff, innit?
Yeah, people are praying,
Oh,
just
wait, you
praying to
can
get
do
hacked.
I don't know how you do it though. Because
But you get your praying to get hacked. There's been a lot of hacking on WhatsApp. Why would you do that?
I wouldn't even do that. And do you know what it is as well? I have my WhatsApp again because
Can you imagine put your close friends?
I've got too much family members on there.
Yeah.
I can't be bothered for the questions.
If I ever did, I'd be finished. Because sometimes like I get questions about profile pictures.
No, but this is what I'm talking about.
So imagine
my mum's sister. There's one aunt in particular. Yeah, she. Do you know? Please, can you remove your display picture? And I'm like, why? Oh, you're not wearing the inner. I'm like,
I don't have an inner.
I don't even have
inner
tits.
wears. They love inner wears.
I don't have tits, so this is not cleavage, ma'am. It is just space. It's space. And you are crying because of space. I do not have breasts. There's no
Oh
cleavage.
my gosh.
It's space. I thought, what are you crying about? But the thing is, my mum don't care. You know what I mean? So I always think, why do I pander to you lot?
Yeah.
Because the person who gave birth to me doesn't give a heck.
I just told them, hey. To be fair, I just block you. I temporarily, when aunties and uncles pick up things, I just temporarily block them so they learn that we don't do this around here. You can't be doing this. But hold up all the WhatsApp and Android users there.
Yeah, man.
Fight for your rights.
You are intelligent.
Yeah.
So,
It's debatable.
so the former crypto tycoon, Sam Bankman-Fried.
You press it, sorry.
Yeah.
Where's the banner?
I'm putting up now.
He was found guilty, man, yesterday by a New York jury on all 7 counts of fraud, embezzlement, and criminal conspiracy. So the panel reached its decision.
Embezzlement.
Yeah, man. The panel reached its decision after 5 weeks of the trial, and Bankman-Fried now faces, guess how many years behind bars?
Oh, let's guess. 12 years.
No.
Okay.
I'm going to give 3 or 4.
Is it crypto, right?
Yes.
Embezzlement.
Like 2 to 3 years.
Ooh, I'm thinking like,
I'm going to make an example of him.
How much
Yeah,
did he embezzle?
I'm thinking 25.
Ooh, it was a couple billion, isn't it, Ben?
A couple billion.
Oh, he's gone for a long time
Oh.
ago.
I think so, something like that.
13 years?
Yeah, in fact, so basically, the month-long federal trial had been an ordeal for Bankman-Fried. Yeah.
Oh, no, he got some
only
time.
5 weeks. 5 weeks. After some of his closest associates testified that he was key to all the decisions that saw $8 billion vanish from his FTX trading platform.
23 years.
23 years?
23 years.
What was we saying?
Oh, this is the one that messed up. This is the one that got my money.
Yeah, that guy.
50 years.
But what are you saying?
You're responding like they're asking for a suggestion.
You go what?
Yeah,
What did Brent say?
He's Googling that as well.
they're going to give him 35 years.
Okay, it's 35, 50,
23.
23.
I said 5.
You said
5.
Okay, Margs, it's closest, man.
50?
110 years.
No
Good,
way.
Wait a minute.
What?
He has a Jewish name.
Yes.
That's why. Okay.
Ah, the judge.
The judge is Jewish.
Okay, well, that's that.
Jokes.
That's the point. Like, This is him.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh no,
man.
he looks like a criminal. Because you know what he said? He doesn't look sorry. He doesn't look sorry. He looks like I did that shit. You let me out too soon. I'm gonna do that shit again.
Remember we spoke. I can't remember the details now, but remember we spoke about how his parents were involved as well.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah,
Did they give them any time?
I don't believe so. 100
100 and something years.
Dealing with that, yeah, 100 up to 110 years.
He's gonna die there.
Yeah,
He literally will never ever like. Oh,
yeah. He's only 31.
I hope he at
He's
least
only
lived.
31.
Yeah,
Oh,
I hope he at least lived like Hush Puppy when he was out.
but yeah.
He did
What
have.
do
He
you
had
do,
a
though? Like-
lavish style, didn't he?
what do you do? Like,
Do you know?
I'm just trying to imagine me getting told that, okay, the rest of like life as I know it now is
Yeah.
just
They're not you.
God
Your
forbid.
enemies.
God
Your
forbid.
enemy.
God forbid. My enemy. I wouldn't even wish that on my enemy, to be honest.
I'll be
but-
honest. Okay, I could wish it a man that I'm doing talking stage with. I'll be like, oh look, this is why you don't get sex. This is why. Because that's mad, you know.
What do you do? Like, what? Like, how do you wake up every day and like? Because even me, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Like, when life becomes a bit too mundane for me, I get a bit depressed. Do you know what I mean? Like when there's no,
There's no razzle dazzle.
yeah,
Yeah,
But then someone like that, yeah, say he's married, like, is it mad for the wife to leave him? Because
no, she better dip, duck and dive.
talking about ride or die, I ain't ride or die,
Yeah.
nothing.
You're riding
120
there for
years,
life.
like, it's
Make it
over,
make
innit?
sense. The
What's
relationship
it?
is done.
But if a man was gonna wait for 40 years, I'm leaving though.
Yeah, but I get that as well. 40
Well,
years.
your husband.
Yes.
Not if you're married, because you
40.
said
So
thick and
why
thin.
did you say exactly? Why did you say your vows then?
If my man was, if I'll be, like, do you know what's so mad?
Let me be
40
honest.
was never my
No,
real
no.
one, you know.
No.
I was testing the waters by saying 40.
All right, listen. Let's be honest, yeah.
Honestly, I was-
I
that's
think
my
it's gonna, I
reaction.
think it's gonna depend on what he's going down for, yeah.
Okay, cool.
If he's going down because it was something to protect our family, or like it was, do you know what I mean? If it was
Yeah.
something that I can justify and live with,
Okay.
this
Yeah,
is my man,
self-defense
and I'm
is
gonna stick
fine.
beside him,
Yeah.
right? If it was
50
for
years.
pure greed and like something very
let's say
so
fraud.
dumb, and he's not going for that long though. That's the thing with fraud.
Embezzlement.
Let's just say it was this guy.
It was
This guy.
embezzlement.
Fraud, embezzlement.
But
and
he
criminal
got 40
conspiracy.
years, not 100.
Yeah. And remember, you're benefiting from this as well.
Yeah, but I didn't know he was doing this. I didn't know this is a means of getting it. I'm a
Yeah,
hardworking woman.
I, do you know what? I'd be like, you didn't think about us. You didn't think
Yeah,
about the
man.
bigger picture.
And that's my thing. If you think about us, you don't even want to know about real. What? I don't like stress, you know.
Let me be honest. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ride it out for as long as I can. But I'm human.
Guess how long I can
So-
do? I can do 2 months.
No, I will ride it out because your feelings aren't gonna disappear. Do you understand what I mean? And I'll be there to support you for as long as I can. But I feel like there probably will come a time where I will feel like, you know what I mean. And I also feel like as my partner, you'd want that for me as well. Like. How
That's
dare
what
you,
you got-
how dare you go to
you got
jail
gaslight him like that.
How dare you go to jail for 40 years and expect me to wait?
To
and,
wait.
and
I mean, he expects it because when you guys spend
Omo.
money on your wedding,
Omo,
you said
thank you
certain
very
things.
much.
when you were doing all of that, yeah,
Okay.
and you were embezzlement and embellishment and razzle
Yeah.
dazzle, all of
Okay.
that, yeah, and you knew the consequence it came with, yeah.
Chances are
And
you was even
and I
spoiling other
wasn't-
women with my money.
And I wasn't even like fully aware of what's going on. You weren't thinking about our marriage. You weren't thinking about me. You weren't thinking about, okay, what would happen
So
if
it's
you were
tit
to
for
get
tat?
caught. No. So I'm saying you can't then come to me and be like, oh, you're not thinking about
It's
me.
not come to you. It's
You know,
just
so-
expecting
what
it
is
because
that men say though when it's like Nigerian men definitely say it as in Nigerian back home they love to say something like, oh, like my body's not rock, or like what is it? They're basically saying that the body has needs in it. Well, baby, husband in prison, my body has needs. I'll be honest with you, I'll be smooth with it though. He's gone away. I will be doing talking stages with other people, and when I find the right one where I'm ready to settle down and marry, you will get the divorce papers and I will get married.
If you got long
not
enough,
gonna be
if
lonely.
you got long enough in jail, I think the guy in jail doesn't really expect. He expects you to be there for him. Doesn't necessarily expect you not to
Yeah,
be
in
getting
the same
cooked
way.
up. There's
Yeah.
there's a difference. Like, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So if you're playing your job and doing your part, the extracurricular
Do you know the
activities
issue though?
that's your
are
business.
just.
The issue
are
though
just-
is-
you know what I'm trying to say.
The issue that when
part
it
of the
comes
game.
out and wants to marriage with me still.
Esther, you think he's gonna come out 40 years later and anyway?
But you think about it, he's got
Someone
nothing
said,
though.
Where's your discipline, girls?
Oh, excuse me. My discipline was before I was single. Was before I was married. I did
But
a
it's
lot of
got to show
discipline.
vows mean nothing nowadays.
No,
innit?
it means a lot. Because your vows didn't mean anything when you didn't protect and serve and whatever the family you were out here doing fraud.
He was doing that.
No,
He's
but
trying to help
even, no, but the
build.
thing is,
Nah,
I
man.
don't think you're taking in what
You
we're
can't be
saying.
a thief.
I do.
We've made vows, right?
Yeah.
And fair enough, we're married, yes. But I'm saying you've now decided to go and do something so beyond us. You've put us in this position.
Yeah, I'm breaking
and
these
now
vows
you're
'cause of
telling
you.
me that I'm the bad man, mum.
Nah, man.
Because I now you're the reason why we're here.
We're the reason why we're in this position.
So don't come.
Prison's not grounds for divorce unless he's doing heinous acts. Yeah, that don't align.
Prison is not ground for divorce.
So if you went to jail for
how
40
long?
years and I was married to you, you'd want me to stay and wait for 40 years.
What, have we got kids and things?
Yeah.
Yes.
What the
Again,
At this age now.
40
so by the
years.
time you come out, you're gonna be 70 with wrinkly dick. You funny.
Remember, sex is an everything.
You know who will be in jail?
No, it's not.
Compatibility.
Marvin. Marvin, take care of your wife and kids.
Forget
Don't
the
you worry
sex,
about that.
forget the sex. But what I mean is,
them sentences are
40
a lot.
years
It's a big,
is
it's a
I'm
big
not
one.
waiting,
long.
man. That's crazy.
But the thing is, I'm the type of person to wait, right? I know that I've got that in me, sadly, but
You're sad.
it's pathetic, really. Get a life, right? But I think there's, do you know what I mean? That you have to have like
There's a threshold, man. Like, come on, man.
40
Help me
years
help
is
you.
wild.
I'm not waiting 40 years. I'll be honest. My real figure was really. I don't even know if my man was sentenced for 5 years. I'm gonna wait. I'll be so real.
I could wait 5 years.
Depending on what it is that you're in there for, I don't know that I could wait. If you're in there for something that, again, like you said, it's about what you're in there for. If you were in there because of self-defense, protecting, even if you're protecting yourself, it doesn't have to be me or family or whatever.
Yeah.
Protecting yourself, I'm waiting it out. Okay. But if you're in there for greed,
Can I ask you a question?
I'm out.
Tax evasion. 5 years. Let's just say go 5 years.
Oh,
Tax
I'll wait.
evasion.
I'll wait for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
I
understand
don't know
it,
if I
man.
can wait for that. That's still fraud.
I'm not gonna lie.
You're
It's
not
still
gonna wait
fraud.
5 years.
Do you know how long 5 years is?
You don't take marriage serious at all.
I wait
You,
for-
know,
I
you,
wait
can't-
for 5 years.
you can't tell me about not taking marriage
You've got to have a
seriously.
conversation with God. You don't take marriage serious.
Don't worry.
5 years is not long.
I am
And you can get
speaking-
cooked up as well.
God
You just got to
approves
be there
message.
for him.
No, because that's cheating.
Visit.
That's adultery.
It's not. It's because
Man of God, that's adultery.
No, it's because the
What we gotta say
parameters
to
of your
that?
relationship has changed.
That's adultery.
Visiting.
No, man.
Answer the phone when he calls.
Answer the
Send him
phone.
commissary. Play your part
I'll
as
do
the
all of that.
doting wife.
I'll do
You
all
don't
of
have
that.
to get cooked up. Just make sure you end all your relationships all like 6 months before he comes home,
Yeah.
That's so dead.
and then get back into the game.
That's
You know what I'm trying to
You know
say?
that sounds like to me? Some bullshit. I ain't doing it. Nope.
This is tough, you know.
I will
Because
send
say
you
a lot of
money and
stuff, and then
whatever.
you say some stuff. You give
Are
what
you
I'm trying to say.
alright? Wait. First of all, put your finger down.
5 years for the
Furthermore,
marriage.
Wait a minute. Wait, you're saying to me, you're telling me, you're bringing God into the conversation saying I don't honor vows, but you are in the same breath telling me to be committing adultery. Which Bible are you reading?
This is a catch
Is it
It's
both?
not catch-22.
Are these both wrongs then?
What's both wrongs?
So are we
it's not
saying
wrong for
that-
me to leave somebody who did not think about a family when he was doing what he was doing.
Okay.
How is that wrong?
The reason why I'm saying that is because adultery is wrong because of the Bible, right?
Adultery is wrong because adultery is wrong. Because you
because
made
the
a
Bible.
monogamous commitment, and here you're doing other things, so that's wrong anyway.
Yeah, but that stand is because of the Bible, though. Like, it's not because of human
Okay,
interaction,
okay.
right? And so the whole divorcing as well, for any other reason outside of infidelity, that's also Bible as well. So
Okay.
I'm saying, are these just not both wrongs?
Crowd, they don't want to hear
What's
it,
both
but they
wrong?
know
No,
it and they
what's both
understand
wrongs?
that's
As in
happening.
leaving because
He's in prison, he's in sentence, yeah,
and also
and-
the adultery thing.
No, it's not the same level.
It's not
You
about the
are
same
in
level.
prison. You are in. It's not even. It's not me leaving
Yeah.
a partner who did not think about our family, our family units.
Yeah.
It is not wrong because first of all, I didn't even know I was married to a criminal.
Well, if he's going,
So of course that is not wrong. The way adultery is wrong. What are you guys talking about?
It's not about
Why?
saying the same. It's not
It's
the
not
same.
wrong. Period.
Okay, cool.
It is not wrong that that you have put our family in danger.
Mm-hmm.
That you did not think about our family and whatnot, but you want me to think about our family now. Where was your brain cells to think when you were committing crimes? How is that wrong? How am I crazy for thinking that? How am I not honoring my vows because you did that? When it talks about through thick and thin or what is it for better for worse or whatever, it's not in cases of foolishness. It's not in cases of foolishness. You made a less than smart decision and you got caught and then you lay your bed. Part of committing crimes and whatever it is understanding the risk that involves. And that part of those risks is that you lose the things that you value. And guess what? I am a valued thing that you have now lost.
I hear you, but I feel
How
like
is that crazy?
I feel like that can be applied to anything. Anybody's standard could say, you know what? To me, my vows didn't include this. Therefore,
It's not about your vows don't include it. When you do your vows, because the same way you're saying, so you're saying then the vows, these are one of the hard times the vows talking about.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, but someone else, no, but wait, but someone else would be there and be like, oh yeah, but something like some form of manipulation or whatever is also a hard time. You can work through that. Abuse, yeah, you can get some counseling. You can work through that. No, when it talks about hard times and whatnot, it's hard times that life gives you. It is that they've lost their jobs and now you guys are broke. You've lost your home or whatever it is. I'm not leaving you for that because we're gonna ride through this storm together.
Okay.
It's not a storm when you single-handedly take me and throw me into the water. That is not a storm.
So stuff that is your own fault, kind of.
It's not what.
So stuff that's your own fault that you kind of just...
Consequence of your actions are not the hard... It's unfair to expect your partner to ride through consequences of your actions.
That's what I mean, yeah.
That's why you need to find a woman.
So things outside of your control... Things outside of your control... Excuse me.
The woman who God picks for me can wait 5 years.
Things outside of your control that happens, that kind of stuff. Of course, those are hard times in marriage that you should weather through in a marriage. But you can't be out here acting a damn fool, doing less than smart things, and then have the audacity to judge me for walking away because you did not think to do something sensible. Sorry, then I am what I am because that is crazy to me.
Sorry, I know this is a caller. Do you see gambling
I'm
as
not.
well? Do you see where do you put gambling?
Then again, Kevin's definition, maybe I am a kid. Yeah.
where do you put gambling in that as well?
Yes, because
Okay.
Because gambling again, you know what? Like with a lot of things here, there are consequences to actions.
Yeah.
And so it is unfair for the consequence of your actions to catch up with you, and you get upset that the other person did not sign up to this. If we did this together, if we're committing the fraud together, if I'm aware of what you're doing and whatever, and I leave you, then that's out of order. 100%, I'm out of order for that. But if I'm unaware and you did not tell me because you know that's not something that I would approve of, you know who you're married to. You know who you're married to. You know my morals and my values are. You can't act shocked and gaslight me to think that I'm not being a loyal wife because I don't want to wait for you while you're in prison for 5 years. Boy, bye. Goodbye. Good morning, caller, if there's someone still there.
Good morning. Hilarious.
Oh, morning, Valerie.
I was gonna ask you, you know, conjugal visits. You know, you can see the guy. He's not like he's top for 5 years. No, what? Like you can't see. You can see.
Valerie, what's wrong with your line, man?
Can you call back, please?
Your connection's not good.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
That's your voice.
Is that better?
Yes, you sounded so different.
Sorry. I was saying, hey Esther, you do realize there's conjugal visits, right? It's not like you're not going to see this man
that
ever
doesn't
again.
do anything for me. Can we do conjugal date nights? What are we talking about here?
You
Conjugal
you
visits.
actually-
You
you
can't just roll up
actually
to
can.
prison. You know you can't just roll up to prison whenever you're feeling horny, right?
Would you wait
No,
5
man.
years, Valerie?
When you're married, yeah, you actually have more rights than any other person that's just visiting that person.
Not
And you
every
could
day,
actually see
right?
him.
Especially when I'm a working woman.
Well, you can see him every Saturday. Like it's not
Every
it's-
Saturday.
Would
Valerie,
you wait
help me.
5 years,
Yeah.
Valerie?
I'm like Gina.
She
It
can't say
depends
no
on the
after this.
crime. No, I said it's like I'm like Gina. It depends on the crime. If it's like as like tax evading, yeah, them little things there. But if it's you've murdered and all those other things, bye bye. Nice knowing you, mate. So that it depends on the crime. Like I said, you can't do. But I was just shocked because you're such a lover girl, Esther. So I'm just shocked in your response.
But that's the thing, though, because the fact I'm a lover girl is exactly why when you break my trust, we can't come back from this. We can't come back from this.
I respect it.
The fact that I love so hard and I love so heavy and you can trust me is the more reason why when you break that trust, you can't now gaslight me to thinking that I'm doing wrong for protecting myself. You didn't think of me. Like, I always find it, and
Okay,
I've said it so many
let's say-
times where I don't believe in the whole when someone does something to you, that you should then be the bigger person or you should think about them or whatever else. When you was out here committing the crimes you were committing, you weren't thinking about me. So why now that I am now unfortunately going to be a victim of your crimes, I should think about you? No. And you know who you marry.
but-
Anyone that marries me and thinks they're going to go to jail for however long they're going to go to jail and you think that I'm going to stay there, you clearly were not paying attention to me in the talking stage. You weren't paying attention. You should know who you're marrying. You know my morals and my values are. Certain things I don't stand for. So expecting me to wait is wild. But then getting upset that I'm not waiting is even wilder. What am I supposed to do with that?
Okay, so let's say
Nah, man.
let's say he's tax avoiding. Let's say he's tax avoiding, and whilst he's tax avoiding, is he not spending the money on you? You're enjoying the tax avoiding whilst it's happening.
Am I a broke ass bitch who's a bum?
What do you mean?
Am I
I
a
don't
bum?
understand. You're married with him.
Yeah,
No,
but I'm
you're
working too,
with
am I
him.
not?
mean,
So
yeah,
as a
that's
family,
what that to do. I don't
I'm
know.
working, he's working. He's evading taxes, I'm not evading taxes. Is this a family decision to evade taxes together? So it's not
Okay,
about
so
whether
when
he's
you're
spending money on
paying
me or not.
when
You're
you're
spending money on our
paying half
household
the mortgage.
that we're building together. No.
Exactly. So when he's
That's
paying
a
the
crime.
mortgage with
That's a crime.
with the tax avoiding.
Yeah,
When
but
he's
he's
paying the
avoiding
mortgage with the tax
taxes.
avoiding.
But he's avoiding taxes, understanding what the consequences of avoiding taxes is. Did he bring me in on this consequence and did I agree to it?
Am I by me? Sorry. Okay, I get it.
No, because I don't understand. I'm saying what I'm saying. People are not hearing and you're trying to push back on my personal opinions and how it is I
I'm
personally live
just
my
shocked,
life. Like,
that's all.
I'm not understanding that. How can you be avoiding taxes when you know the consequences of that is jail time, but then you're going to get upset that I'm not going to wait with you through the jail time that you didn't get my consent to evade? Make it make sense.
No, I get you. It's just because I know us girls. Like, unfortunately, okay, I won't say us girls. Let me say some girls. Yeah, when when the enjoyment is when there's enjoyment, the girls are there, right? Let me use another. Let's say her name is Rebecca, or her name is Mary. Mary is enjoying this lavish life with her husband and enjoying the fact that they're going to Dubai and da 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 da. Unfortunately, she's not really thinking that. Yeah, my husband is avoiding taxes at the moment. She's just thinking, yeah, my man's business is thriving, da, 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 and all of that. No questions asked. Oh, bills are being paid. No questions asked. So then now that same man is now going to jail, and now you're saying, yeah, I enjoy the money, but I'm leaving you now. It's just like,
But that's where it's different because the guys I date, they're not. I'm not the only one that's benefiting off our relationship. So that's why I can't answer to that, because whoever it is I'm with, they are not they haven't got the financial burden for our relationship, if that makes sense. I'm also carrying the financial responsibility. So
okay.
Yeah, you chose to do that crime, and baby, you got to enjoy the time, man. But it's not crazy for me to wait. That's so wild to me.
Do you feel like?
All right, bye, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you very much,
Valerie.
Valerie. Yeah, last question. Just is the issue the crime or the amount of time he's doing?
It's a crime.
Okay,
I don't want to be sleeping next to a criminal.
Okay, cool.
It's a crime, and the crime, like, it's so different if I know that this is what my partner has been doing and whatever else. Like, this is why I don't date fraud guys, because you would be aware that they're fraud guys, and so if something happens, you're aware of that. Do you get what I mean? So for me, it's a crime anyway. In my mind, you weren't doing whatever it is that you're doing. Like, my morals and values are they're high. My morals and values are what they are. And I'm not going to compromise that on account of a husband or because we took a vow at the altar. That same vow you want me to remember when it is you want me to stay with you while you're in jail is the same thing you should have thought about before you did what you did. That was going to put our entire life and our unit in jeopardy. I think it's so unfair for someone to be less than smart, and then everyone puts their onus on the other person to be smarter than the first person. No, the consequences of what you've done is that you will lose the things that are valuable to you. That is what happens. When you're a gambler, that is what happens. When you're an alcoholic, that's what happens. When you are a fraudster, that is what happens. It is unfair to make people feel bad because they will not wait and deal and suffer the consequences of your actions when you never consulted them about it in the first place.
So let's just say you caught him before the police caught him.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like you came across a couple letters, whatever it may be, right? And you approached him, and then obviously the situation is clear. He confesses everything to you.
Yeah.
Same way, it would have been clear in court, right?
Yeah.
Would you leave him still?
I'm letting you know. It depends what it. Of course, it depends. Obviously, it depends what it is that he's done.
The same thing.
Like I wouldn't tell the police about it.
No, of course, yeah.
But I'm letting you know that if you go to jail, I'm not staying.
Okay, cool. So
Do you know what I mean? But
okay,
I'm also
cool.
but also for me, if you can rectify, if it's tax evasion, you can write to HMRC before they write to you. You can sort that out. Do you get me? So if it's something that way you can make amends before you get got, do that. Because if you get got, if you decide not to make amends and you get got, don't expect me to stay here on account of she knew. But also it depends on the thing, because again, for me, trust is a big thing. Trust is a big thing, and being able to trust the person that I'm with is a massive thing for me. If I feel like whatever it is that you've done, that I've caught you doing, makes you untrustworthy in my eyes, I can't be around that. I have to be safe around whoever it is I'm with. Morning, caller.
Hi. I just wanted to speak on the whole back and forth about, it's just a crime or whatever. For me, it's not just a crime that you committed against the law. You've, in a way, insulted our marriage. I can speak from Esther's point of view because I think we're on the same page. For me, it's like, regardless of if you had the money or didn't have the money, I would have stayed with you and fought through the hard times. So for you to go and do lies and deceitful things just to keep up a lifestyle that I didn't necessarily want to partake of, regardless of if I enjoyed the money while we were married, it doesn't matter. If you had come to me and told me what was going on and had the conversation, it's for thicker or whatever, for richer or poor, for everything. That's what the vows are. Not that you sit there, lie to me, and I don't know who I'm sleeping next to. Imagine going to court after your husband or partner has been convicted for a crime and finding out you don't even know the person that you stood at the altar with.
Right.
I think that's a bigger conversation than just, oh, hi, oh, you enjoyed the money while we were together, and we were living a lifestyle, and you had the Range Rovers, and that's a bigger conversation than that. My partner, the person I chose to spend the rest of my life with, the person I made a covenant with at the altar, has been lying, stealing. Not only that, and from what she said about, affecting my life as well, and not thinking about me, and if we did have children, our kids, their future, the emotional consequences of that. I'm sorry. For me, again, it depends on certain crimes. If you were unknown, like something that happened with your business partner or whatever, but if it's something you intentionally did, I'm okay to walk out the door.
Girl.
You will have me as a friend, as someone in your life, but I will walk out the door.
So basically, your vows come with definite conditions. And by the way, what's your name?
No, because the vows do not specifically say that. We could say, because I think we're interpreting what the vows, unless you sat up there and said, all right, these are our vows. We're not lying, we're not cheating, we're not stealing, we're not this. For richer or poor does not specifically say, I'm going to stay with you if you do some heinous shit.
Yeah, but the Bible speaks about, like divorce being unlawful unless outside of certain conditions, right? So
but the Bible also speaks about the crimes you've committed. So what are we doing here?
This is it.
Yeah,
God
the
was
Bible
out here
speaks
doing
about
eye for eye.
Yeah, no, but that was in the past, isn't it?
Yeah, but even in the future, for someone who does not repent of their sin, there's consequences. The Bible makes that very clear in the New Testament that there are consequences for the things that you do. So why do you think that because we did a vow, and that's the issue? People always bring up the whole vow and hard times, blah blah, to not take accountability for their actions. Do you understand how wild this whole conversation has been? That literally I said, my partner has done something that's criminal. Without consulting me, I'm going to leave. But somehow I'm not sticking to my vows as if he's not the one who put me in the position where I have to make this tough call. People out here doing things that they should not be doing in their marriage, talking about this is part of the hard times. I cheated. I've been fornicating. I've been doing adultery, but this is part of the hard times. No, it's not part of the hard times.
It is. I think it's because at the end of the day, everybody has their standard for what they can deal with and what they can't deal with. And if they feel as though the other person caused it, which is what happens in life, you cause it or they cause it or life just causes it, then you can just leave. And I don't think that's what the vows are for. The vows are basically, in my estimation anyway, you make a decision to be with me, I make a decision to be with you, and say, regardless, going forward, we're bound. That's it, right?
Regardless of what the person's character is, regardless of what the person does.
Outside,
you need to talk to your pastors in church, boy. Definitely talk to your pastors in church.
But I can understand that sentiment. However, just because the court of law is punishing you for what you did and you are reaping the consequences of those actions, doesn't mean that what you did to me and your family, you're not going to reap the consequences of those actions.
Yeah, but the consequences...
I'm not going to necessarily put... And I totally get what marriage is. I get that it's a long-lasting thing. I understand the covenant of marriage, but you broke it. I did not break it. So I don't need to stay there. It's
so he broke the covenant of marriage.
In the eyes, because you know what is, you know what vows, because your vows are before God, right?
Yeah.
The vows are before God. So you want me to hold up the vow that we made together before God, but you You've just flat out gone against God's word. But you want me to be a better Christian than you are? Boy, fuck out of here. Please.
And I totally get it.
This is so
and
silly
honestly,
to me.
It's easier said than done in some instances, because I've been in situations where I knew and I said that I would never, ever, ever stay in the situation. And I've been the most stupidest person. So for maybe 2 or 3 years, I might sit there and battle with my thoughts and things. But one thing I've realized as I'm growing older is that there's just some things that you need to take a pause. If it's 5 years you're in prison for, we're going to take a pause. I will be there, support you. Your kids will see you. They will know you. You will have money. You will have everything you're supposed to have. But as far as the connection that you broke between us,
bro,
that's not going to be
let me know, man.
came back.
Ain't nothing sacred anymore.
Do you know what's so
man.
crazy? But all these conversations anyway is always about women staying. Papoose is the only man that stayed.
But you got an example.
I
He
was
did
literally
it.
about to say, look.
There you go. But the thing is, but these
100%
conversations.
success rate.
No, but wait a minute though. But all these conversations are always about women staying when a man has been out here acting a damn fool. Whenever it's cheating as well, whenever it's what's it called, infidelity in marriage as well, it's always stick to a hard time, forgive him, blah blah. It's never the same energy when it is the man.
No man ain't leaving his gal
when
that
a
goes
woman,
prison.
first of all,
especially if the crime's not anything heinous. No man ain't leaving his gal. I mean, he might not be faithful while she's in there, but he ain't leaving his gal though.
Men out here leaving women for less, and you think when she goes to jail 5 years, no one is gonna leave her. BFFR. Sorry,
Mark's point. Sorry, to speak to Mark's point about, okay, once he gets in jail, you have like quote unquote an open marriage. To me, you're now causing me to commit sins against my faith.
Speak on
against
it.
Who I choose to be as a woman.
No one ever said that you have to do that though. If you want to sit down and not stay, then sit down and not stay. You don't have to do that. I'm just letting you know you don't have to feel guilty if you play your part as a partner. Go on, sir.
Yes, I said I would play my part as a partner. But now if there's certain things that I feel as though I need to do, just for me to maybe sometimes make selfish decisions, and that's stepping out on my faith, I need to step away and reevaluate the whole picture.
No, man, you sit down and talk to God, he'll understand, man, he'll get it.
God doesn't approve of the crime you've committed, and you mean that you want to approve of it. Boy, bye. You just don't need to take accountability for the shit that you do all the time, and you need to accept the consequences that comes from your actions. And it is literally crazy for you to make someone feel bad for not accepting the consequences of your action. That is, I can't believe this has been a whole conversation. This is wild.
Do you know what the thing is? Again, caller. What's your name?
My name's Toyin.
Okay,
Hi,
big
Toyin.
up Toyin. Because we're trying to, ascertain who, you know what I mean?
My favorite auntie's name.
Yeah, the only Americans that call in is Stacey and Shayla. You know what I'm saying? So welcome, Toyin. Thank you for calling.
She's calling me for.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Oh, sorry, Toyin, man. I thought, sorry. Appreciate the call though.
Okay. Okay.
Before you go, yeah, are you Christian?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool. All right.
Did that have to do with something?
No. Just asking, just to see what your where your moral compass comes from. If it's like the Bible, if it's just from nature, or you know what I'm saying, or the Quran or something. Yeah, that's all.
Well, I will say that while I do identify as Christian, what the world defines as Christianity is not my necessary. Mine is a relationship with God and how God depicts life for me. That's different than what rules have been, not against the commandments. The commandments are what I define for my life. Mm-hmm. However, what society has defined as Christianity is not what I follow. But that's a whole different conversation.
Do you follow the Bible? As in, does God speak to you via the Bible, or does he just speak to your spirit?
Yes, but I like to, from my relationship, things are depicted to me differently than just the general teachings. And that's why I can say the covenant with Christ through marriage is different than what the vows that we preach, because people have then translated that to, in ways, punishing yourself or, just living a life of having constant pain and everything just because you have to stick to this rule and stick to that. However, that's not what I define what God gave me a life for good and not of evil, a life of good and not of pain. So again, this is a bigger conversation, but some of the things that we say marriage is as society and sort of linked to the Bible is not the same thing. Some of it is just, you just have to endure. And God is not a God of endurance in some things. Yes, you go through hard times, but he did not put me here to go through hell 24/7 just because you said for rich or poor, for thinner, or like that's not it. So it's a whole bigger conversation on that end. And I do identify as a Christian, but not what society defines as Christianity.
I hear you. I think we might have to do a topic of the day based on something like this and hope you call in. Quick question, yeah. You are based in America. You know over here, yeah, we pay for like Tesco bags and Sainsbury's bags and stuff, yeah. If, for example, you didn't pay for your bag, right, and for some reason you got caught, police came, shoplifting charge, right, but it's still a slap on the wrist, and your husband said, wait a minute, I didn't know that you was a Sainsbury's bag thief, right? If he said, I want to divorce you based on that, would you understand? If his moral compass said...
Love essentially is a choice. If you choose to leave me, while it is painful and it may seem not fair, you've made the choice to leave. I do not have to stay
and you understand
and make you want to stay.
And
I will understand.
Okay,
at a later, it might take me time to understand. And again, this is easier said than done. I might beg, I might, all that stuff.
Yeah.
However, you have made a choice in yourself, and I have to respect it and walk away.
Oh, I love that.
And that's just.
There you have it.
All right, I appreciate you, man. Make sure you call up
Thanks,
more,
Toyim.
man.
Have a great day, y'all.
Thank you, you
See
too.
ya. Yeah, I don't even know why people are shocked about my view. When I've told you guys I pay for all my bags in shops, I can't even take a bag. You thought I was going to wait for a man that was taking embezzling. Oh, honey.
Yes.
That ain't it.
Yeah, imagine this was a headline,
I know, it's crazy.
But just for context, yeah, this guy, 31 years old, he was worth $26 billion.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about him, weren't we?
Yeah, $26 billion. Obviously.
Oh, that's what he was worth?
That's what he was worth, yeah. Crazy, yeah. Obviously, $8 billion vanished from FTX. And that's why I was in this situation, man. So fraud, embezzlement, and criminal conspiracy, he now faces up to 110 years behind bars.
But does he have to pay any more money back?
I'm not too sure. They probably, I think right now, FTX, they are trying to get the money and give back to the people.
Because he's not going to need it.
People on the platform.
So you might get a refund, Marks.
Yeah, they were trying. Remember I said that to you? Yeah.
Something, I missed the email.
But I feel like you guys should get bonuses, though. For all the stress and emotional stress and all that kind of stuff. He's not going to need the money. He's in prison.
Yeah, well. Yes, next headline. Uganda's energy minister on Wednesday tabled a bill before Parliament seeking to grant exclusive rights to Bahrainian company Vitol, yeah, to be the sole importer of petroleum products into the East African country. So Uganda's cabinet has already approved changes to the petroleum law. The importation and marketing of petroleum products has generally been liberalized, with several private entities involved in the business, mainly sourcing products from neighboring Kenya. Uganda's energy ministry said in the statement that the system has exposed the landlocked country to supply disruptions and high pump prices. In the last headline, again, King Charles is enjoying himself in Kenya, man. And on Thursday, apparently, he visited a marine conservation site. He's into nature and all that environmental stuff, innit? So, yeah, the monarch officially sought to learn more about the work of local organizations in that particular area, such as the Kuru Witu Community Welfare Association. That particular group was established in 2003, and they aim to protect the area from overfishing, from climate change and uncontrolled coral collection. It therefore launched a coral restoration project. King Charles is impressed by it, man. He received a demonstration of the process of coral gardening, the production of artificial coral restoration structures, and coral plugs. He also saw how organizations are cleaning up the Indian Ocean and using plastic waste to build items, including desks. So yeah, man, he's enjoying himself, man. Apparently, he's going to be wrapping up his 5-day visit to Kenya today. And that's it for deadlines. It's time to pay the bills.
All right, the result of the poll I put up, most women agree with Esther. 5 years to go.
Interesting.
That's half a decade, man.
Bring it all the way back, man.
Do you know what's so funny as well? Do you know why this conversation is such a full circle moment? So we talked about sexless talking stage, innit? Talking stage is not that long, and people didn't want to not have sex in talking stage, but you're gonna not have sex while your partner's away. Oh, that's cute. Let's get into reaction. Because I'm like, how would we know? It's a new vibe.
Interesting. Welcome to the reaction. There's not much to read. I've only got one story here to read for you. But heads up, football fans, just to let you know.
Heads up.
Yeah, obviously we got
stay woke.
We've got a great weekend of football ahead. So just in case you had any busy plans and you was going to miss any games, I'll let you know the up and coming fixtures because they're here. I think it's important. You get me. The early kickoff tomorrow is Fulham versus Manchester United.
That's a win for United.
Huh?
That's an easy win for United.
We'll see, boy. We shall see. What's the 3 o'clock kickoffs? Brentford are at home to West Ham. Burnley are at home to Crystal Palace. Everton play at home to Brighton. And Man City play at home to Bournemouth. And Sheffield United play at home to Wolverhampton. And 5:30, I think the pick of the tie of the day for me would be Arsenal travel up to St James's Park to play Newcastle. Yeah. And then on Sunday, you got Forest at Villa. I think Forest are at home. And then Liverpool travel to Luton Town. So, yeah, those are the games. You got to pick which ones you want to take in. We'll cover them on Monday morning. Yep, that's great. A headline that I got here, only one, just so I'll read it out quickly. Francis Ngannou fight is an option for Anthony Joshua. That's what Eddie Hearn's saying. Interesting. Little payday there for him. So Anthony Joshua could fight MMA star Francis Ngannou in a boxing match, according to promoter Eddie Hearn. Ngannou almost stunned WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury on his professional boxing debut, losing on a controversial split decision in Saudi Arabia. Hearn revealed he exchanged messages with the Cameroon-born fighters camp following that bout. As we start to plan AJ's next 6 to 12 months, we just want to know if that is an option, Hearn told BBC. We could have that event in Saudi Arabia or other countries in the Middle East. Africa sounds incredible. Can they come up with the money to do it? I don't know. All of a sudden, that fight between two giants, they're carved out of stone. It becomes a massive fight. We're definitely willing to consider it. Despite being the underdog, former UFC fighter Ngannou 37 knocked down Fury in the 3rd round and convinced one of the judges he was the winner. The MMA world believes Ngannou beat everyone. Beats everyone, Hearn told BBC Radio Live. When I met Ngannou, he was trying to pitch me AJ against Ngannou in Africa. I spoke to AJ about it at the time and he said, I want to try and win the World Heavyweight Championship now. I said, this guy was close to beating Tyson Fury, so he surely has to be a credible fight. The MMA world are telling me Ngannou beats AJ easily. I'm like, please, make the fight, because that's not the case. You want to see that, Iman?
Against AJ? Yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know.
Call it.
Funny enough, yeah, my brother messaged me saying, yo, Ngannou beats AJ.
You reckon?
Yeah, that's what he was saying to me. Because old AJ, the one who wasn't gun shy, yeah, obviously he should 100% win. But this AJ, I feel like he's too conscious of being hit. You know what I'm saying? And Ngannou's a big guy, man.
I mean, AJ's been through a lot, but I'm going to put a little bit more respect on his name than that. Also, with watching the fight, having the luxury of watching Ngannou perform in that, if he took that fight, I think he would take him a bit more seriously than Tyson did. Have a good camp and all that, and he just should be able to get it done. But I don't know. Interesting. We'll see. But that's all our sports headlines, man. Let's get into Done Out Ere, people. Oh, today's recipient of Done Out Here. You know what it was, yeah? I don't. If people know, I don't really mix. I don't really nibble. I don't bite to things online where people say things about me. I just leave it and I just let them say what they want. I don't care.
I'm actually screaming.
Good, bad, or indifferent. I don't usually react. But today, I nearly reacted to something somebody said on Twitter about me. Nearly
got you.
Nearly just got out of character.
Yeah.
Nearly just replied to them. And E-Man gave me the bright idea. He was like, don't do that. Just put her in Done Out Ere.
There you have it. Because you actually got a whole segment. You don't need to be doing Twitter fingers. You got a whole segment.
For idiots. Brent, have you got a screenshot of that tweet? Because I saw a tweet earlier, and the first thing I thought to myself is this girl a fucking idiot? Or what? Like, is she an absolute fool or something? And it's weird because I know her. Me and her are pretty cool. You get what I'm trying to say? We always have good, pleasant interactions. She's different in real life to what she's on the internet, to be totally fair to her.
That's not fair. That's done out here behaviour.
Yeah, I suppose.
Should be done out here for that.
You get me? I've only ever championed her. You get me?
You have actually. You really have.
I've only ever championed her, said positive things about her.
That's
ain't the first time she's tried to say something negative about me. I can't remember what did I do last time that she piped up about.
Was the thingy?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, the grooming thing. Yeah. Can we get that? Can we get?
How can I whisper and you shouted it out?
That's what it was. Idiot girl. Can we get a zoom on that, Brent, or something? What's going on here?
I need to save this first.
Do you need to save it? I want people to be able to read. There we go. Lin Me. So obviously yesterday, GRM Daily dropped a clip of me performing, in all my splendor. It's going to be released on Sunday at 4 p.m. Make sure you check it out. Doing a performance with the composers.
Period.
It was very good.
Love that.
You know my history of music. I haven't performed, I haven't released any music in ages, haven't done anything in a while. So just a celebration of UK rap legends, I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to do it. And everybody was celebrating me, saying how much they liked the clip, how much they're looking forward to it, whatnot. Today, someone brought this to my attention. So Lin Me says, it's a really good combo. Not many can ride a live band clean. Just wish Mark's lyrical content could have progressed by now. Still rapping about shooting up men. He must have experienced other things in life to write about by now. And I just thought,
girl,
are you a fucking fool or something? This is an old song. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Poor journalism.
This is really poor.
It actually is, because if you did your research, you actually clocked that all the other artists as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's all like their catalogue is literally celebrating. It's literally to celebrate you, and everyone knows this man keeps telling you people he's not making new music.
No,
he keeps telling you.
Keep telling him.
Told you yesterday.
She needs to check her mirrors. That was so stupid. And for someone that perceives them or pretends to be so sensible, I don't understand how you could be so stupid or how you're not aware of what's going on.
Yep.
But you just want to pipe up. I don't know if she's just doing this for clicks or for attention or what, but...
Might be that. If you're saying that she's different in real life...
Well, like I said, because
yeah.
anytime she spoke about me in public, she's always been negative towards me. Anytime I've seen her in real life, we always have positive interactions. We're actually quite cool.
Don't you see that though as... So if someone interacts, when someone sees you in person, they're really nice to you, really cool with you guys, banter, whatever. But when they're in public, they act as though you're not someone who they agree with or whatever. Don't you feel that's a bit snaky though? Because it's kind of like...
I'm going to match your energy next time I see you. Like,
yeah.
In person, when you see
What are you doing?
Sorry.
Are you having a mare today?
I know. When you see me in person, you can't kiki. Like, I'm literally going to match your energy online because you want to take me for idiot because there's an audience, right?
Exactly.
In person, you want to be like sucking my ass behind closed doors because there's not an audience. But in person, you want to drag me. I'm going to match your energy.
Because it feels as though like you're trying to do image in public, like, oh no, I don't talk to someone like that kind of thing.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't stand for what they stand for.
I'm going to walk straight past you like you don't exist, like you're a ghost. You're going to be so confused.
Period. Casper.
I'm good at that. Literally.
I'm good at that.
No, I am.
Yeah, man. Lin Me, man. Check your mirrors, man. It's an old song. I'm performing my old songs. They're years old. You get me? Like, over like a decade is old and thing. Like, what do you mean, like, new music? And that is just a representation of things that I've done and things that I've achieved in my life. It's not a representation of who I am or where I am or what I'm doing. I don't even release music. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's an extremely foolish thing to say. You get me? I didn't know you was a fool. You get what I'm trying to say?
Oh, damn.
Nah. Like,
You can't go to bed in a little shade.
Where the hell could you go?
That was just dumb. Lin Me, you are done out here, man. Be better.
You know what? Yeah. So sorry to cut you. Yeah, but I feel like this is why some people say, right, or at least believe that she's just about spewing negativity towards black people, because the reality is this could easily be a positive, easily. Same day it's come out, same day on the show you're talking about the reasons why you don't want to do gangster rap, don't want to rap, because of this. You don't want to be spewing the same negative lyrics or whatever it may be. You're in a different place, this, that, and the third. And you've come out to say somebody hasn't grown. What is this? Poor journalism. Everything was just crap.
It's what you said though. He actually yesterday said he's not trying to be associated with this, and he's glad that he's doing different things and pivoting to different other spaces. Yeah, man.
She just want to use her platform for negativity.
When they can't bring me down, they will lie. That's it.
You have it. That's very Ghanaian, by the way. They will lie.
Yeah, Lin Me, you are done out here, man. If you clip this one up, Brent, I will repost it.
That's all he wants, you know.
All he wants.
He was sat there thinking, please let me repost it, please repost it, please repost it.
What
He said, I will repost this.
Foolish girl, man. Let's get into our outro.